Hello, everybody. Welcome to High Shelf Collective, also known as HSC. We are here tonight to play some Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Let's see some hype in the chat for that. Happy Pride Month, y'all. Look at all these awesome people we have here. Oh my God. And right after we say what our announcements are, I will let you meet them. So, HSC, what do we have going this, today, tomorrow? Red Markets. Nikki's in that. Yay. That has been a wild ride, and it continues to be a wild ride. If you like zombies and money, check it out. Then Friday, we have Midway Madness. I am in that. Taylor DMs that. It's all women, and it's a spooky carnival type thing. Next week, we have Rich Randomness, which is just a ball of fun. And then, I do a one-shot next week. Oh, I forgot about that. It's like if you like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, but it's probably going to be more parody than that. Come check it out. I don't even know what's going to happen, but it's going to be great. So yeah, that's what's going on here at HSC. We have Hina, who is our GM of the night. Fabulous, wonderful, awesome. Please tell us about yourself, your super wonderful involvement. You do TSL all the time, right?
I do. I have a problem, but I don't want to talk about that part yet. I'll talk about that in a second. No, it's fine. That'll be right after like my little introduction, I promise. Because I definitely want to talk about my problem with, because I need more.
It's a good problem.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. My name is Hina. I am a GM over my own channel, twitch.tv/GM Hina, where I stream a fully homebrewed setting with D&D. I play a Monster of the Week campaign that's a very campy high school style game, and then I also play in a Ravnica campaign on that same channel. And I also currently stream just some fun prep and homebrew stuff in the mornings during the summertime. But yeah, I've been GMing for 4 years now. I've lost track, but I'm hopelessly in love with tabletop, and I'm very thankful I get to share with all of my friends and now all of you. And TSL is definitely one of my favorites, as I have the books right next to me at all times because I love them so dearly. But yes. Yay. It's a good problem to have for sure.
We have a master of flirtation here. A master. Can we just call you that? The master of flirtation.
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, you get your own title in here. It's the Gay Master.
Oh my God, that's
You're
even better.
You're the Gay Master.
That's even better.
So I will be your gay mistress for this evening.
Fabulous. Mm-hmm. Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for being here and for running this for us.
Next, I am super excited.
Yes. Next, we have Nikki.
Hi, I'm Nikki, and I am the creator of Beholder to No One, a TTRPG podcast with way too many shows. I'm also the producer of the brand new Chaotic Wonderful, which can be found on Thursdays, currently doing some mini campaigns every other week of Monster of the Week and Slayers, switching back and forth on Thursdays. You can also find me on Weave the Tale on Fridays and Saturdays, and playing Shadowrun at 3:30 on Fridays, and on Saturdays I'll be running Necrobiotic at 6 p.m. And you can find me on 2000 Tales Role Playing and YouTube playing Monster of the Week, which season 3 starts this Friday, and I'm very excited. I'm in more things, but that's enough. So
follow. They got to go to your Twitter to find it all out.
Yeah, go to Beholder to No One to find out what I'm in, because it's a lot. I have a problem.
No, all these are good problems. These are all fabulous, unless
the only solution is more.
Yeah, 100%. That's how you fix it.
That's how you fix it. Just add more and more games.
For sure. All right, Spence.
Hi, I am Spence. I am also on Weave the Tale on Sundays. I am the gay mixtrix of our TSL campaign. So I am excited to be a player at this point. And I also have a podcast called Resonant Moon Tea Time. I also talk about Gundam shows on nostalgia pilots. I have a TikTok where I do all sorts of OCs for D&D and do a bunch of cosplays. This is the easiest cosplay I've done all week. Oh, and also starting just last night on Tuesdays, you can also see me on Weave the Tale on the Lore of Athera, our Lost Druid campaign, with Tay as our GM. So I do all the things, and you can find me at Resonant Moon, and I'm playing Calypso tonight, the spooky witch, because I don't typecast myself or anything.
Oh, we're supposed to say that part.
That's okay. We'll redo it, but that's great. That's awesome. So many thirsty sword lesbians everywhere. All of a sudden, and y'all are doing so many things. I love it. All right, Marlo, what's up?
Hey everyone, I'm Marlo. You can find me on Twitter at Marlo Bogwitch. That's Bogwitch with 2 G's. I'm also over on Weave on Tuesday nights with Spence and Taylor playing the Lost Druid campaign. We are being chaotic. My character ate a lot of chili last night. It was good. Lots of chili. We like chili. So that's fun. And then I also have 2 podcasts, one that I edit and play on Sins of the Father. We are kids looking for our missing papas. And we have lowered stats, so things feel kind of dire sometimes. And these poor kids have been through a lot. They have a lot of issues and things that they have to deal with after putting up with going through a lot more than any child should ever have to go through. But that's the nature of the campaign, and it's not cruel. It's just D&D. We're playing kids. So anyway, we got that one, and then we're also working on Tales to Inspire, which is it's an alternate history with superheroes. So right now we're in the 1940s, punching Nazis. So if you want to see us punch some Nazis or hear us punch some Nazis, check out Tales to Inspire. It's on the Misconceptions podcast feed. Misconceptions was the previous show. Very good show, worth your time. Tales to Inspire, I'm on that one, though, so even more worth your time.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, I play a 1940s Hollywood starlet who is also a superhero, so it's exciting. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got going on. Yeah, that's all I've got going on. I've got some other things in the pipeline. Coming down the pipeline. We'll be casting soon for something, getting ready to cast for something good, and I'll be posting that. So follow me on Twitter if you want to find out what that is. Maybe get cast in it. Maybe. Ooh. Could be. Who knows?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to need y'all to write all of this down so I can just preoccupy all my time with all the stuff that you guys are doing. Oh my gosh. And last but definitely not least, Darby.
Hey, hello, my name is Darby. You can find me on the internet as Darby. I'm a TTRPG player, streamer, possum, all-around menace on the internet. I'm the community manager at Weave the Tale and the technical admin for TTRPG, spelled TEATRPG. Brain, why? I also do a lot of things on the internet. Serial game player here. I'm only in 7 campaigns, and I found the hack probably for my schedules to play in BST. So if you're in London, put me in your game. Anyways, yeah, when I'm not, this is not my regular game. Usually on Wednesdays, you can find me on Girls Run These Worlds, a D&D 5th edition game where I play a small dummy, bard, who doesn't know who she is. She woke up 16 years ago with the lute in her hand. She's like, I guess my name is whatever the name is carved in the back of this lute. Cool. And otherwise, you can find me Fridays on Weave the Tale playing Digit, a dwarf decker. She's definitely not emotionally damaged or traumatized in any way whatsoever.
None of us are.
None of us are.
She
has no
emotional damage.
Not at all. Not
The best
for
use.
a millisecond. But that's it. Otherwise, just follow me on Twitter to keep up with all the stuff I'm doing, because boy howdy, I'm doing a lot.
If I know anything about that Shadowrun game, you are all emotionally damaged, and I'm sorry. And it just keeps happening. Well,
There's no ending. It's just going to get worse.
each season.
The tears, they're so delicious.
Feel like I've heard Mitch say that before. I think I've heard that.
It's my thing as a GM for sure, so it must be others as well.
For sure. Well, shoot, dadgum, y'all are all fabulous and amazing, and I am so awestruck to be sitting here with you. My name's Blair, by the way. I don't know if I said that, and I usually reside here on HSC. Like I said, I'm in Midway Madness that happens on Fridays. And then at the end of the month, when Mass Effect, our Mass Effect game happens, which it is a cyberpunk red hack, I play in that. I also run socials here on HSC and also Weave the Tale. So yeah, woohoo! Hina, I will throw it over to you so we can get thirsty and use our sword and continue to be lesbians and just keep going.
All right, here we are. Okay, here we go. I gotta take a deep breath. All right, I'm ready to go. All right, but I'm gonna need some chill tunes for this, I think we're gonna need some, so I'm gonna play some chill tunes for our background. All right, so we open the scene in a lovely metropolitan city. The name is not important to you all. All you know is that this might be your big break. You've been hoping for a big city to get your troupe to perform, and now Pride is coming up. And this is your chance. You finally got an invitation. You don't know how you got it, but you got it. Nice. So with that, you headed on your way to go spend the night in a beautiful, high, rise hotel room. All of the lavish, foods and other vices and wonderful things to do, all just provided to you as you wait for your time to perform. It's an all expense paid package for you just to perform, and it's going to be the loveliest time. But as time moves forward, you've had to take a long while to get to this location. As you finally approach the hotel, you are all probably more exhausted than you'd like to admit, but luckily there's still a few days before the Pride event, so you have some time to relax and then also, enjoy everything the city has to offer. I would say that you all are probably getting here by a bus of sorts as you all come in with your troupe. You have many different members, some of them close-knit smaller groups, and some of them, of course, larger. They care about the entire one, but nonetheless, you all love each other, regardless. You all take care of each other, y'all are your found family, and you're all super, super excited to be here. Who's getting out of the bus first? Meaning, who would like to describe your character?
I'll do it.
Go for
Okay,
it.
thank God.
You're like, phew, dodge bullet there. Sorry.
Raven definitely gets out of the bus first, and it's a little bit of like, oh, excuse me, sorry, and then pushes her way through, only to have a fresh gaze at everyone around, try to see possibly who might be the most either hottest or most interesting straight out the gate, straight out the bus, to just see if there's anything. And Raven is, she has two scimitars on her side, is wearing some knee-high, high-heel boots, has a very flowing skirt that matches her flowing hair, and she just kind of jumps out and then quickly acts cool, up against the bus, just starts to scan and look around.
As you do.
See what we got.
It is very late at night, but that doesn't mean anything in a metropolitan city, of course. So there's a bunch of different people going around and enjoying the sights of the city. Some people setting up for Pride. As you can see, some rainbow banners have been placed up, some different, what are they called? Garlands of different Pride flags being hung up. And then, of course, a lot of people just talking about the excitement for seeing all of the performers. Of course, there are some names that they don't know, including your troupe, as this, again, will be, hopefully, your big break. But that is what you see as you jump out.
I feel like we also parked directly under a street lamp that's shining down on the bus, so the people who need an entrance can have one.
Hell yeah. You're like, hold on, we gotta pull up a little bit more. Is the door yep, wait. All right, we're good. Now get out right there. Don't go out the other door. The spotlight's here.
It's a perfect like L'Oreal commercial
Oh, hell yeah.
of like getting out of the
maybe
the
she's
bus.
born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline business.
Oh yeah, all of those. And then anybody that would make eye contact, you just get a hey, just. And that's what
Nice. You're definitely getting some reciprocating looks of excitement with that. 100%. All right. Who jumps out of the bus next? Or you don't have to jump out. You do what you want to do. You do you.
Can it be Leona? Because
It can be
Leona
whoever
is-
wants to.
almost exactly the opposite of that.
I love that.
She's got terrible posture. And if that's the first thing you notice about her, you know it's really bad. But as she walks off the bus and just kind of like trips over the last step and kind of like scuffles a little bit, she flushes out her jacket a little bit, still a little hunched over, and pulls her hat down a little bit to cover her eyes a little bit better. And she's scooting off to the side of the bus. She's not looking around at anybody. She's not making eye contact. She's avoiding everyone. She's not an unconfident person. She's just trying to be inconspicuous.
I feel like the way you described it, like with the spotlight being where Raven stepped out, you probably were like, which door doesn't have the spotlight? And you kind of, it sounds a little bit like that. Would you say that's correct?
I think she stumbles out and then realizes she's under the spotlight.
Oh, I love that even more.
Just scoots off, just like bumbles off.
We hear hissing.
Not cool. I love it, 100%. All right, who jumps out of the bus next?
I guess Flora will take a pop.
Alrighty. You two gotta go eventually. I'm looking at you, Jules. Looking at you, Calypso. I'm watching you. Let's sleep on the bus, which is weird. Come on, Flora.
I feel like Flora's like strong man of the group, right? Is like carrying like a bunch of equipment, just like, you know, stage and stuff like that. Is just like heft one arm in the other arm and walks out. She has kind of dark hair. It's kind of tactfully pinned back to stay out of the way, and she's wearing a loose flowy top, and it shows she's got some very oddly colored scars kind of on her body, but she doesn't seem to mind. She's just carrying around, doesn't seem to care that they're showing, and she's just walking up, just nice flowy top, pants, boots, just going like, where should I put these?
As you are looking around of where to put them, I will say that another person steps out. This is one of your groupies of sorts, even though you don't really have groupies, but this one has just decided, no, I'm staying. So you honestly can't get rid of them. You see this, let me get her description so I don't mess this up, because I always have my descriptions ready to go. 1 second. You see this younger femme-presenting individual. They are wearing this lovely, t-shirt and jean combination. They're a little bit higher end, but all of that can't be seen under a giant cat hoodie that she seems to be wearing with the hood up. She's also carrying a bunch of things, or trying her best as they're just like holding them up. Her pronouns are she, they. You can see them just kind of carrying these things, like trying their best, and you can't quite see their face because everything's just kind of covered, and then just go, I think we have to go into the hotel to put them there.
Do you need help?
No, I got it. You're so strong. You already got so many. And she's just trying to
yoink, just gonna, like Luisa in
hell yeah.
Ganto, just like grabs it, chucks it, catches it, like.
She just watches that. She swoons a little bit for sure. She goes, I could have totally, I could have handled that.
Give a little wink, like, it's okay, I got you.
And now that you can see her face, you can see she has this short, curly black hair, and you can see that she has some terracotta tan skin with some lighter patches around in different areas, as she's wearing this lovely kawaii style makeup, and she has this nice nose ring that's nice and bold in rose gold, and she has a spiked collar on, and she's just like blushing and rubbing her head like, that's it. Yeah. She's just stumbling on her own words a little bit. And you know this individual as Suki.
Suki. Okay. I'm gonna write that down in my notes. Suki, cute. Got it. Yeah, I know you got it, but who's gonna look out for me if I drop something, right? Just
I could totally watch your back. And she's just blushing really like massively as she says that. She goes, "Why did I say it like that?"
just boop 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 to the hotel.
All right. Who else?
So in the back of the bus, Jules is sitting next to Calypso, and Calypso's properly jamming to her music, or their music this entire time. She's like, Callie, we gotta go.
Thank you. Yes, but you first.
Damn it. So she'll, Jules will step out of the vehicle, not wanting to step out of the vehicle, and she looks very nervously around. She is dressed in a very modest attire that looks like it was picked out for her, except for the sweater that she's wearing, and her hair is in braids, and she's wearing glasses, and she looks very out of place. And when she glances around, you can see that she has like bright blue eyes and long braided blonde hair, and she is just really nervous as she's like, okay, nobody sees my mom, right?
As you quickly look around and you're like, no sign so far. You are safe in this beautiful city.
She'll find a way. Okay.
Have we seen your mom before?
You probably seen her from afar. Jules' real name is Juliet, and she is Juliet DuPont, and her mother is very, very particular about how she acts and who she hangs out with and what she does. So the fact that she's on this trip right this second and not on a sleepover that was meant for music camp would, if she found that out, that'd be probably bad.
Is she hot? Because if she is, then
This is important.
Raven's been keeping an
I'm
eye
writing
out for her.
notes.
Mommy, sorry.
Right.
I mean, if you, I don't think you'd like her. Unless you like to be degraded, then that's on you. But
I
maybe.
do.
Then maybe you would, but please don't.
It's not usually what I go for.
Jules will
I'll
be
keep an eye
every
out.
time
I'll
it comes up, Jules is like, please don't, please don't.
Fine, okay.
I still want to be friends with you guys.
Raven will keep an eye out for hot mom, question mark, but won't say that out loud.
You can be
Right.
friends with your stepdaughter, right?
We can still be friends, right? That works, I think, maybe. I don't know the protocol on this.
Don't need a new stepmom, thank you.
Alrighty.
And then finally, they have turned their earphones out so that everybody can hear what they're listening to. But you see coming off the bus as smooth as water, just going to the rhythm, kind of flowing out of the bus like a silk black scarf. Calypso, short bluish teal hair, shaved sides, kind of like this. Very dreamy, doesn't really pay attention to anything, but it's just moving with the flow, and a gentle smile, and a jeweled scimitar that when she presses a button on the hilt, if it's in its sheath, the scimitar glows with halogen light. But the button's off now, but all the performers know that that's what it does. And goes up to Jules and just kind of like, thanks for waking me up. Appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not going out by myself, so.
You never have to. It's
No.
okay. It's okay.
She's like bright red.
Oh. And then finally out of the bus comes one of the newer members of your troop, just recently joining. You see a tawny brown skin individual, short, pixie-style white hair. They are looking at a clipboard. They are in charge of, kind of keeping track of everything that's going to happen. They even have your manager's whole itinerary of what is to happen and when, and they're doing their best, of course, showing as much as they can, because they are new, so they're trying to prove themselves as someone who can handle themselves in this amazing troop. They have been very quiet throughout the trip, and very focused. So, but they eventually step off of the bus and look towards everyone. It's okay. So here we are, and we're supposed to head to the hotel room, but I mean, we have a few days until the event, so it depends on what you all would like to do. I mean, we had to drive for a lot longer than I think we anticipated, so perhaps maybe starting bright and early might be a better option than enjoying the evening while we're all very exhausted. But I mean, that's just a suggestion. You all do whatever you feel is best, but I have to at least go check in with the hotel. They just go back to their clipboard and start walking without like addressing anybody else. They look very nervous as they're like making sure, like, you can hear them whisper under their breath, the ones that hear them walking past. Okay, you gotta do this right. You got this though. You have this. And they're just walking.
Well, I'm hearing we have the night off to explore the city. Have I been here before?
That depends. I mean, it's a capital city. It depends on how, you feel your character would enjoy these kind of cities. If they're the type to enjoy these kind of metropolitan areas, then maybe.
I feel like she's been around. Maybe not in the past couple incarnations. Maybe like 3-4 back. Like,
there's definitely been some changes then since that life. So there's definitely, I mean, you have a lot of newer attractions. A few restaurants have closed and new ones have opened. And, some upkeep has been done. Maybe in your past life, it was not so nice and upkept, but now it seems to be going in a better direction. So definitely a lot of fun to be had.
Is there any place that maybe is still around, even if it's like a crap hole dive bar? She's just like, I know a place.
Well, the best place actually is within the hotel. The most popular joint is actually the restaurant that is currently in the hotel that has this very lovely bar/dance club style, place that people can just go and dance. They can have some drinks, or they can have some wonderful dinner, and it's 5 stars, 100%. It's the talk of the town, the talk of the city, if you will.
We should go to a hotel.
I mean, I did some research, and it seems like that hotel has really good star ratings, especially amongst the people who have money. So I can pay if you want. I got cash, so my mom couldn't trace me.
You're paying. I'm there.
I've heard nothing bad about any of this.
At least let us buy
all
you
I'm hearing is
one
good
drink.
Oh no! I don't need alcohol.
Oh,
Okay.
Jules, it will help you unwind and you'll sleep better. Please, let's buy you a drink.
She just like sighs as she like slowly is melting.
All right.
I just kind of like play with the end of your pigtail. Just go.
I feel like you're trying to entice here, so I feel like we need to do a roll here. First roll, let's go.
Let's go. Rolling with heart.
Let's go.
I don't have plus anything.
It's a mixed. Wait, no, sorry. It's still a mixed beat. I had to scroll down and then I saw that. Oh, yep, that's a mixed beat. So with a mixed beat, let me see. Because we're just trying to entice here. You will gain a string on them unless they decide instead. So that means that Jules, you'll be able to pick here to get flustered and awkward, to promise some, or I'm sorry, unless they decide to instead get flustered and awkward, promise something they think you want, so you can promise something that you think they want, or to give in to desire and just allow this to happen.
I mean, the first one's already happening, so that's like a cop-out.
It's not a cop-out, it was natural. I think that's fair. But if you want to do something different, that's fine.
She would probably get flustered, but still like listen, because she's like, fine, okay, fine. One drink, one, just
Only one. I promise.
one.
Alrighty. So, everyone heads into the hotel. Two of you, Flora. I'm sorry. Who was the one that went with Suki? Is that Flora? I'm trying to remember. That was Flora. All right. Flora, you and Suki, of course, are first as you are carrying all of the luggage of sorts. But you can also see that Arya has seemed to kind of move quickly to the front desk to get the room situated. And they seem to be collecting the key cards for everyone. Seems that you have a few rooms amongst everyone. So they will turn towards you and go, "Oh, wow. I'm surprised to beat you here. Here are the room keys." And Suki's just goes, I got it. They're carrying so much. I got it.
Yeah. See, you got it, Suki. I couldn't do this without you.
I got it. They're just a flustered mess as they're like fixing their hood and pull a little bit over the face a little bit just to cover the blushing a little bit. And then they just grab the key cards and go, "Cool. So we'll get the rooms all situated. We'll drop off the stuff, and then what are you guys gonna do after? What are the plans after?" Suki just starts thinking.
We're gonna stay in the hotel to the best of my knowledge. You should come with.
What? Well, I mean, I should help Arya with the things. I should.
Do you need help, Arya?
Arya just like looks up from the clipboard. Huh? I mean, I don't need it per se, I suppose.
And then you're so capable. There's a reason we hired you.
they kind of like look towards you a little bit and then they just go, thank you. Yeah, no, I'll be fine. If you need to do anything else, Suki. And then they'll start walking away, just like looking at the clipboard and heading towards the elevators. And Suki just kind of like watches. I don't want to intrude.
Oh, come on,
Suki's
just
like,
I'll just pick up Suki and just carry her.
I love that. Do me a favor, roll an entice roll and add 2 to it. Add 2 to
Her
it.
dreams are coming true right now.
Big lady.
Oh my god.
Big
Big lady.
Strong women.
A strong
Strong
woman.
big lady.
That'll be a 9.
That is a mixed feat. You will definitely gain a string on them though, because they are for it. So they're not gonna do anything else. They're just like, "Yup, this is happening." So you're gonna gain a
Can
string
I
on.
wedding carry?
Hell yes, you can. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, so
You got this,
Flora's just
girl.
like, yeah,
you got
this
this
makes
beautiful non-binary BB in the palm of your hand. You do what you want.
Meanwhile, Flora's
And
like,
they're just like, "This is happening. This is my life now, and it's a beautiful life." All right, I will move that string for you in just a moment, but you definitely get that. All right, and with that, you all eventually make your way to this massive nightclub-style restaurant, where half of it is this restaurant, which has beautiful lighting, some lovely lights that are just strung throughout, just making this beautiful glow, a romantic scene of sorts. And then you got this bumpin' nightclub on the other side that everybody is just jamming to. It is a huge event. Even though it's so late at night, these people have no concept of time.
I just like walk up. We're at the restaurant now.
Yes, you are.
I'll walk up to the front, to the hostess. That's the word. Hi, I put in a reservation for 5. I think there's 6 now, but it's under Jules.
Oh, let me check really quick. And the hostess just kind of pulls their hair out of their face a little bit and looks over the list. Oh yeah, I see you here. Right this way. Is the whole party with you right now?
I look. Is that
Calypso comes up. we're almost here. We've got one more. There they are.
You see the princess carrying happening as they're coming in there.
I'm sorry, I need to add one more
Shift
to
the
the
shoulder.
table.
Oh, that's no problem at all. We have no problem with that. I think we have enough tables. No problem. Right. Go ahead.
As the hostess starts guiding us, did I see the hair move out of their face?
You did.
We're
We're not subtle about it.
I will go behind Jules and whisper in their ear. You might get a dance from that person if you ask nicely.
Why would I? Why would I?
Because she's adorable and
Panic.
She's working.
What are we whispering about?
Everyone self-inserts. What is happening?
But she's cute, and we're here in a new town. You can always have a good time.
We should go. There's this table's
The
ready.
fluster is still happening. It's from the past world. Just the fluster is continuing.
This is probably why Calypso does it. She knows. They know how easy
I
it is.
love it. I love it so much.
She's just like wrapping her hands up as much as she can in this like cardigan that she's wearing.
Oh, sweet bean, precious bean of my life. I love them. Protect at all costs. Protect all of these beans. All right.
Flirt, but
So
also protect.
yeah. You see the hostess just kind of grab some menus and go right this way, please, and she'll start walking towards a table that's kind of a little bit away from the too loud of bumping music. You still hear the music, of course, but it's not as, of course, blaring in your ears, so you can enjoy your drinks and whatever it is that you'd like to enjoy. And you all are offered a table.
As she sits it down, Jules will instantaneously like hand her a 20 and say, "Thank you so much for getting the seat."
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. If you need anything else, you just let me know.
Well then. And she did not technically do it to flirt. She's just like trying to be really kind, but her flirting is like accidental kindness flirting.
An accidental entice, you say?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll entice, please.
She's very good at that because it's heart, right?
Yes.
Well, hopefully I didn't just put my foot where my mouth is. Oh yeah, no, she didn't do so good.
That is down.
She stumbled on those words.
Oh,
But you did get an experience.
you do get an experience. So go ahead and mark one
yay.
experience. Remember, for this one shot, if you get 3 experience, you actually will get an advancement. So you can choose one of the advances down below. Once you hit 3, just let me know when you hit that, so I can keep track of it kind of in my head. I'll probably forget, but
Hey, yo, I gotta flirt with more people. Get to
flirt.
the head.
I
Right.
gotta fail at flirting real bad. No.
She's just like, oh yeah. Sit down. Like looks away.
Leona leans over and goes, smooth.
Oh,
Hyperventilating.
Suki just gives you 2 thumbs up. Suki is your guys' biggest fan, 100%. All right. Eventually, a waiter will come up to and ask if you would like any drinks, and you all order alcoholic beverages.
Whiskey,
not.
neat. As soon as he walks up, before he even says anything. Whiskey, neat.
He just writes it down.
A water and a pitcher of water, please.
Writes it down.
And a shot. You promised me 1 drink.
A glass of wine. Glass of wine.
The gentleman looks between you both, writes the glass of wine down. Anyone else?
A kamikaze for me, please.
Writes it down.
Lauren's gonna name some really archaic drink that hasn't been served in like 300 years.
Yeah,
A
you.
gimbal.
They're just like, huh? How do you make that?
You get the you know those elderflowers that grow outside of the city? You get a bunch of those and a mortar and pestle, and you grind them up. And then you take the eucalyptus tree, and then you get some of the bark.
Just
in
bring him a
there.
mojito. Just bring him a mojito.
Mojito.
What's that?
Beautiful.
That is
You'll
the
love
same
it.
thing.
You'll like it.
Okay.
Jules, you're paying. Your mom's paying. You're paying.
Yes.
Yes,
Champagne. Champagne, please.
Champagne
A bottle.
for the table. You got it. Anyone
We'll
else?
share.
Anybody else? All right.
water?
Water
I got
is
a
great.
pitcher.
Yep, water will be coming.
Ooh.
Suki just goes, sake, please, 100%, and just nods and starts writing it down. I'll be back, and he starts walking towards the bar to put in your drink orders.
Nice.
So Suki just kind of leans forward, all excited. Are you guys excited? This could be your big break.
Could be.
No, it
be.
will be, 100%. You're right. What am I saying?
I knew you knew it.
100%.
I'm a little nervous, but I've been practicing the song, so I think I'll be good.
Oh, you're gonna be fantastic. Y'all are so wonderful, 100%. I'm so excited to see you guys perform. It's gonna be so nice.
Many people
You are so cute. Oh my god.
Suki just kind of wiggles in her seat a little bit.
Calypso
100%
starts
so cute.
humming, wouldn't it be nice if we... And this is normal. This is normal for Calypso, like anytime they hear anything that's like kind of the start of a song. They just start humming it and moving. And the fact that the beat is going, they cannot stop moving. It is kind of awkward, but also infectious.
Oh, nice.
Like me right now in real life, like listening to the music and just like bumping with it.
Jules would probably start like singing it under her breath.
All right.
Oh.
Anyone else
Oh.
want to do anything before drinks get here?
Raven's gonna look at Leona and like try to balance a scimitar like on the tip of her finger. Be like,
In the middle of a restaurant?
yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, hey Leona, you wanna like sketch this? You wanna like sketch this on your notepad? You wanna see
You
it?
need to move the finger over just slightly to the left.
Oh
That's
yeah.
not
There you
balanced.
go.
Do you want to use like this instead? And
No, it's like
She doesn't need
Or-
to. She's skilled. I'm drawing her like one of my French girls. Oh,
Suki's just leaning forward with her face in her hands. You guys are so cool.
what if I did two? What if I did?
Oh, here, you can
you know, I
can
love
borrow
it when
mine.
you do too.
Here, borrow mine.
Oh,
Because
I
mine
didn't-
is, I have a scimitar as well for dancing that I put on my head.
nice.
Oh,
Oh, can you bounce a glass on your head while you
let's
do it?
try.
I
Let's
can.
Yeah.
let's do it.
Let's,
Okay, hold still. Hold still.
yeah.
There.
Is this
there.
doing anything? Are we?
Are there
Doing
cameras
everything.
in this
I
I mean,
world?
it's
Because
making
like
your forehead glisten.
Flora's
Ooh.
like taking photos. Like if there's cameras, like
Oh, 100%. Suki's joining in with a smartphone camera.
Yeah.
100%. Just taking pictures.
Raven will probably stand up and like go to like the front of the table and like because she was sitting down just trying to show off, but not that much. But then since everybody got in it, well, we gotta go big or go home. So she'll stand up and kind of like try to do the best pose like in front of the table. You're like a wink.
Oh. Oh, I'm seeing movement on Flora, but I don't hear any sound.
because I'm freaking muted. Can
That's okay.
Flora-
I saw you with your active movements, and that's what saved me.
Yeah. Can Flora try and pick up Raven? Like have Raven walk onto Flora's
I think-
hand and do like that cheerleader push-up thing?
I think absolutely. Go ahead and roll. Let me see really quick. I don't know if this would be a move or if we're just gonna have a stat with this one to see if it's possible.
You see it?
Oh my god! She really-
Nice.
You know what? For
Yes.
now, just because I want to keep this wonderful action going, just go ahead and roll daring, please.
Daring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just roll
okay.
2d6 and add your daring modifier to that. I think you can also click on the little dice icon next to daring.
Yeah, bleep blop bloop bloop.
So nice when the virtual tabletop does the math for you. A mixed beat. So here's what I would like to see if we can help this out a little bit. Raven, since you are the one being lifted, go ahead and roll plus grace to see if you can keep your balance.
Okay, let me see if I can do grace. No modifier. Just go.
No,
Oh,
just
also
the grace.
Mixed beat.
I think because of both your mixed beats, that'll be more than enough to get that full beat for the two of you together. So you have this amazing visual going on here of Flora lifting Raven and Raven balancing effortlessly. Here's what I want, and you guys can choose which one. Somebody needs to roll me an entice roll with a +2. So who would like to roll that?
Oh,
That's your heart.
between the two of them or from the rest
Between
of
the two of them. Unless anybody wants to try and hype them up, then I'll allow that too.
I'll roll it because
Okay.
I'll do it. I'll also say to Flora, I'll be like, I knew you were still into me. Can I entice two people at the same time?
I feel like your entice just naturally turned into Flora's entice.
Because I was trying to entice Leona.
Oh, don't worry.
but then-
It'll flow outward. Don't worry about it. It's an area effect.
Entice is an area of effect spell.
Oh, okay.
An
Okay.
AoE spell. It's just flirt.
I mean, it is
Everyone-
a type of crowd control.
Just flirt.
So you said heart +2?
Yeah. So it'll be an entice, which is heart.
Okay. Let's
With a
go.
+2.
Oh, also makes speed. Actually, all
Okay.
9s.
All right. So with that
Nine.
entice,
9.
anyone who is definitely for that, will give her a string. But if anyone wants to choose from those options and entice, the two that were being enticed, let's say. So which two were you enticing?
Leona and Flora.
So Leona and Flora, you can look at the entice move, and you can choose one of the other options. Or if you just want this to happen, you're more than welcome to, and you'll just give the Raven a string.
I have a thought.
Oh,
You know, I don't know much about cheerleading, but I do know that they throw people.
they do.
Could I just be like, hey, heads up, throw Raven up and then catch and dip Raven? Because
Oh,
Flora thinks that's something that Raven would want. If they're like, I knew you're still into me, to be like, play into it a little bit and be
I
like,
like
dip them
that.
and be like, nah, drop.
Oh, I
I
love
love it.
that. I love that. Leona, what about you?
So I need to pick one of these.
Yeah, or you could just give into it, enjoy it, and Raven will just get a string.
I think this isn't. I think the fluster. She's gonna get flustered, but she's gonna get flustered in response to the dip, to the like throw up and like dip thing.
Oh.
So she is like, because she's seeing strong lady. She's like, okay, she's being wooed, and she's doing this for me. I'm into both of these things happening at the same time. So
I feel like both of them will get a string then for you.
so you see her, she's sketching and she's watching this happen, and she's like got these eyes. She's like, who, and then when this happens, she goes skirt and like just like
It's like a mental snap, like you press really hard.
and like that's what happens.
You're holding your pencil a little too hard.
Yeah, it just rips the paper.
I love it. I gave them both the string for you.
Okay.
'Cause that's just too good.
So is Raven on the ground now?
Yeah.
Raven will
Nope.
Raven will pop back up as quickly as possible and be like, Flora, Joker. And try to like horribly laugh it off as,
Oh.
as
I was a comedian in a past life. Not a very good one, apparently.
Leona is now like biting her pencil. Like,
Do you need a second pencil?
I might bite through this one, probably.
Jules just pulls out a pencil, like a pack of pencils from her purse. She's like the mom.
Always prepared.
Mhm.
Love it.
The mom and the nervous child at the same time.
Mom's
and
afraid of her mom.
the mom friend who is terrified of their mom. So as this is happening, drinks are provided and you all begin to enjoy yourselves a little bit more. And as the night moves on, you start to feel really, really tired. Like the exhaustion for the trip is probably hitting you harder than you anticipated it would. But you are, like, as much as you want to go out and dance, you want to go flirt, you want to go have a good time, that exhaustion is just finally hitting you hard. And you also learn that this hotel has been known for really good beds.
I do delight in a good soak in a hot tub and then bed.
How many room keys did we get?
I would say that your troop in total got 3. So if you all wanted to share a room, or if you wanted to share, I'll say 2 to each room, but then there will be an extra, so maybe 2 and 3, depending on how you all want to do that. I'll leave it up to you on that one.
I think as Jules got finished drinking her wine, she did start loosening up and she started like singing louder than normal.
All right.
Just like singing like one of the songs in the corner. Not trying to draw attention necessarily, but like the group can hear her. Which
okay.
whether they're enticed by that is up to them. I mean, I can roll for it still. But...
Roll an entice roll. We let the dice do the talking here. Another mixed beat. So
why can't we get above a mixed beat?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Let me roll something with spirit.
Let me do the thing I want to do. But with a mixed beat, they can still decide if they want to just give into it or if they want to pick one of the other ones. So everyone that's at the table can make a choice on that one. I think, honestly, Suki's giving it 100%. So Suki will give you a string. Because Suki's just like leaning and just enjoying the music and just like, ah.
And she's very much like has that Evanescence like song.
Oh, the Amy Lee style.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Suki's in love.
I think Calypso will start rubbing Jules's back as they're singing, because and doing that as this is the thing I think that Jules would like.
Okay. Is that something that Jules would like? Alrighty.
She keeps singing.
She sings a little louder.
Like there was like a little bit of like like a trained ear could hear that there was like a slight quiver in her song, but she's a very trained singer, so she's able to like maintain that level.
Pass
that nobody.
Oh.
Yeah, that was on purpose. Totally.
Okay. Anyone else want to react?
I'll say you get we say if we give Jules a string, right?
Yeah, so basically you can pick one of those options under the entice move. Or if you're like, yeah, no, they'll get a string on me 100%. So it opens it up a little bit more. If for example, if Nikki had gotten a full success on that, then no matter what, all of your Jules would have gotten strings on all y'all. So with this, you have an option on that one.
So close.
So close.
I'll say you do get a string from Raven just because she's into all y'all, so it's just like a given.
Yeah.
We're seeing something. Well, it's not new, but it's like
you've all heard her sing, but she usually is pretty like uptight and quieter, more calm.
It's like rare.
Well,
so
calm's not the right word, but more
Reserved?
shy. Reserved. Thank you.
Reserved's a good word. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm happy to sleep on the floor wherever.
oh, room of 3.
Very well.
Okay.
If
I feel like I
anyone's
just
looking
watched
tired, I'll pick
I just
up the
watched
carry.
these two do a thing. So like I'm definitely gonna want to be in a room with 3. But that's
Maybe there are couches in there. Maybe we can order a cot. What can we do? What can we do?
we'll figure it out.
All right. So, and I will say that Suki is definitely drank a little too much. As Suki's just like, this is amazing.
I'll pick up and carry Suki.
Yes. 100%.
This time over the shoulder, though. Over the shoulder.
She's just like, woo! You're carrying her.
Yeah. Can I try to convince somebody to dance with me on the way up to our room? Like dancing in the elevator, like still going.
Well, who are you going to try and entice to do that?
I'm literally going to say, someone dance with me, and I will entice everybody.
All right.
Because why not?
Because why not? Maybe everyone will have a dance party in the goddamn elevator. Who knows?
Nope. Another mixed beat. 7s are my number.
Who's going to dance?
Who wants to dance with me? Come dance.
I feel like Leona would do it, but she'll dance like those kids, like the goth kids under the bridge. So like
Yeah.
The floor is just holding Suki higher to avoid like flailing arms in the elevator.
She's just wiggling.
I'm holding Suki's hands.
Yeah.
Raven's posted up on the
no,
side of the
no.
elevator, but then as the punches come, it's like, okay. Still looking, trying to look cool.
It's getting
but
violent. It's getting violent.
Could Flora one hand have you Suki up and then
roll
Raven...
a daring, just straight daring for me on that one.
Yeah. Because I've
That's
got
a strength move, 100%.
I would love to entice Raven in just a hot second.
Oh, so then you know what? Yeah, let's see that first. And see
Oh, that's bad. Suki be wiggling.
Suki's wiggling too much. So I imagine. So go ahead and mark experience. So you get an experience point for that. And then as Suki's wiggling and you're like, oh, I'm going to show off definitely. And you lift up. Suki just rolls out of your hand and just kind of flops onto the ground. And at first
Can
you're
I
like,
try to catch her?
Roll with grace.
the second person you've dropped today.
I was
Okay.
gonna do the cool guy like Cabadon like thing.
Oh.
Raven. Like
Calypso with that mixed beat. Here's how I imagine. You immediately go to catch Suki because you're holding the hands and you immediately just, oh no. But it turns into that whole, like, she falls on top of you kind of like in that romantic style, kind of like, oh.
Hello.
And she has actually accidentally enticed you. It has flipped. So she will take a string on you.
Hello,
Alright.
Suki.
oh, we are such a mess.
Welcome to Pride, everyone. Welcome to Pride. All right, so eventually you all make it to your rooms. You do your self-care, take those lovely bubble baths, enjoy the evening, face masks, and just loving yourself galore. And you drift off into a pleasant slumber.
Really quick so I don't
Yes.
forget, because I didn't specify what I was doing
Oh, yes.
in the elevator. I would have whispered to Calypso that I will dance with her privately at another time, knowing that she would want that. So I'm giving her promised something.
I
that they think
love
they want.
that. I love that. You know what?
Yeah, take a string on
Yeah,
me.
for that,
Oh, yes.
absolutely.
Oh.
All right. So with that, all right. I believe all the strings are updated now. As of so far, you won't see Suki's, of course, because those are GM strings. GM strings do different things. So just so you're aware. With that, you all eventually find yourselves in a lovely, pleasant dream of an exciting pride, or maybe a loved one, maybe just a happy memory, or whatever it will be. And it's a deep sleep. In fact, you start to kind of wake up with sun kind of just hitting your eyes, just like that pleasant, not like, but like that pleasant, you know, when you're waking up and you have that little pleasant like sunlight that's just kind of gently waking you up. But then you think to yourself, the windows were closed. How is sunlight getting in? And you start to hear chirping of birds
Uh-oh.
and other things that don't sound like you're in a city any longer.
Jules will immediately, as she's like slowly waking up and then starts to hear not anything like she would expect, snoring or something else. She's like, no. Guys, girls, where are what?
Suki
like,
is just
sits up,
like in a
freaking out.
bush, just like 5 more minutes.
Why are we not in our hotel room?
What do you mean? We are in our hotel room.
This bed's so soft. She just cuddles up with the bush a little bit more.
Are we wearing what we wore to bed?
Yes.
Oh, we're PJs.
Okay.
So
No,
I'm
don't
in
say
yoga
that one.
pants and no top.
I think Flora just went to sleep wearing the same shit, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, sometimes when you're exhausted after a good night of partying, sometimes that's be how it be.
So I'm assuming that we were also all cuddled up with our weapons because reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I will also say that as you are waking up, it's like the layout of the room kind of like shifted with you, so where everybody was kind of sleeping. Yeah, I would say that you all were in at least next door rooms if there were 3 to a room. but your bags are also in the area that they were left in your room. So like if you put them by the dresser, for example, but like at the west side of the room, they're at the west side of this like opening. So your bags are there.
Oh, good. I don't have to travel around naked. Yay.
I mean, it could be that kind of game, but I'm not going to do that.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Consent is important here, and obviously you do not consent to that.
Jules just mutters, darn, but no.
Dang it!
Can Flora look around? Is this area familiar to this little legion?
I would say slightly, but you don't know why. It feels familiar. It's more of a feeling than it looks familiar. It feels familiar.
Can I use my legion move being around a while?
You can.
It says, for each point of tragedy you currently possess, you may ask the GM a question about an obstacle at hand, the situation you or your friends are in, the organization or faction you've encountered, an object of interest, or a place you've just entered. This connection works both ways, however. For each piece of information you gain, you lose something important or an adversary gains the upper hand on you. If I asked about rivals, that could mean a friend who has feelings for you could get hurt. Something like that. Could I have one tragedy, because that's where you start at the beginning of the game.
Yep. We haven't given you any more tragedies just yet.
Yeah. Just yet. Well, you could always throw more, but
Oh, we'll get there.
we'll get there. Could I learn a little bit about the area that we are in? Where did we just open our eyes and wake up to?
The area itself doesn't feel like a natural forest. You actually see flora that does not exist anywhere near the area you currently were in. I mean, you were in a city just like last night, and now you do not even hear any hustle and bustle of a city. You don't hear any cars. You don't hear any sounds of people. You just hear the whooshing of the wind through the trees and the brush. You can hear the birds chirping, and you can see trees that don't quite look like normal trees the closer you look at them. You notice that at first glance they do, but then as you get closer, the leaf shapes are quite odd. And in fact, some of them even have purple leaves or pink leaves kind of littered inside that are kind of hidden into the brush. And as you were looking around, you actually noticed that you think you see a dragonfly in one of the trees, but it flies out and you actually notice it gasps, and you see a fairy that goes, and then immediately flies away.
No, come back, please! Oh, balls. Hey, y'all. I think we woke up in not where we used to be.
What gave that away?
More like a fae shenaniganery, perhaps. I just saw a fairy fly away.
For many people in the mundane world, the fae are stories. You don't know. There's no actual world of fae, but some that are closer will know that place does exist. But it's very hard to get to as someone in the mundane world.
We just woke up here. Some people tried to go there. We just woke up here. We woke up like this. Suki, wake up. Suki, wake up.
Suki's like, Suki just waves her hands low.
Everyone up. Like bang something together, like bang, 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 bang.
Absolutely.
Leona, like, who's half awake, is just like, this is a great dream. Like, the Fae.
Oh, it's almost like a spa day sounding. Absolutely.
Calypso's topless. Like, this is a great dream. She
I'm having the best day.
You know? So Calypso starts doing their morning yoga routine, just completely unfazed. But I want to do with this yoga ritual, commune with the unseen.
Okay.
So, because this feels familiar, right? With my unseen.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with spirit.
Okay.
Come on. Okay. Well, it's an 8. It's
Okay.
better than a 7.
It's Yeah. All right. You get to choose from the 10 plus, but choose one thing that goes awry.
Okay,
looks like.
so I want to learn something important from the unseen.
Okay.
And I want to learn recent history of the place that my hands are, that I'm currently at.
Okay.
And then the thing that goes awry, I feel like either a restless unseen can cause a haunting, or a stern unseen can judge me and give me a condition. I think I want that one. I want
You want the condition?
Yeah.
All right. So, for the let's go with the choose two first. What was your first one again? I apologize.
Learn something important about the unseen.
Or from the unseen. Okay. So as you are reaching out to the unseen, you can hear just songs in your ears, just kind of coming into it. And you see visions of you all just asleep. And you see visions of you all just glittering, as though something is just kind of covering you like a blanket. And then magically you all arrive here. And as you're learning about this place, you see one individual, like a dark silhouette, appear in the glade, and you hear, "Oh no," and then they left. But they seem to have also been protecting you during the whole night. So something could have attacked, but you have been protected. So you are currently in a safe area, at least. You'll know that.
And then learn recent history of the place where I am standing.
As far as recent history, you do recognize that that individual came in and said the "oh no" and then immediately went to protect you. The voice is very familiar. You've heard this voice before, and not just because like your connection to the Fae or anything like that. You've heard this voice very recently, extremely recently.
Our hostess.
The hostess was 100% no. That would be so funny though.
That would be.
Oh my god! Writing that for
Oh.
next time.
Is it Arya?
Is it Arya?
It is.
Fuck yes, I'm right. I'm always right.
Hi, Darby. We were both on the same page. Okay, cool. And then, do you choose the condition, or do I choose the condition?
I
for
believe
the
I would choose the
stern unseen?
condition. So, with that, I will say that, of course, I showed you were in a safe area, so I'm not going to pick frightened or anything. But I don't know. Unless you want to give me any ideas of what you would feel.
Feel like insecure
Okay.
would be one that that would affect me the most.
I would agree with that, because then as the song kind of comes to your head in a crescendo, you just start to wonder, well, how will we get back? We have Pride coming on. This is the worst thing. I mean, yeah, we're safe, but what are we going to do next? So it makes you definitely that insecure.
While everybody else is getting up, Jules, realizing she is in like this silk nightgown, and she's like, I need to change. So she quickly just grabs the closest thing, and it happens to be the outfit that she would normally wear for on stage, because she can't, like, out of her panic, she cannot find her other clothes.
Makes sense. Suki is finally up as well, and Suki's just like quiet and looking around.
Yeah.
If you want to
Raven-
continue what you were doing, Jules, you can go ahead.
It's a very flowy blue dress with an open back with like lace around it, and it's also low cut, which she did not decide that, but she is trying something new
Oh, that's so nice.
with long flowy arms. I'll show pictures on the thingy.
Ooh, okay. Anyone else want to describe what's happening for their character?
Raven's been passed out this whole time, like snoring super loud. And if you guys have like roomed with her before, you know that she has to be like shaken awake in order to do anything. This is like myself. So yeah, it has to be like shaken awake. So
Mm-hmm.
Can Flora shake Raven awake?
Absolutely. I
like,
wouldn't even make you roll for that because you're the strong man of the group of sorts. So yeah, you just grab whap
pick up and
like a protein shake. Get up.
And after that, like Raven will purposely like keep her eyes closed and be like, "Hey, you," and like peek to see and be like, "Okay, that's what I thought it was," and then like,
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
"Good morning."
Good morning. We are I think in the Feywild, so wakey.
Is that the theme of our hotel room or something? What?
No,
Hotel rooms with
Just-
themes. Oh
just-
no.
hold up with one arm, peel open an eye.
Oh. Oh, this really puts a damper on like all my plans for the day.
And I don't know if Leona wants to do anything, but I do want to move the scene forward because there is going to be someone approaching in just a moment.
Yeah, Leona's stark fucking naked. Except she's still wearing her hat, but it's backwards.
I love that, 100%.
And she's laying on her stomach, like just butt up in the air. And just like she's trying to go back to sleep. She's like covering her face, like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm hungover. Y'all do whatever. This Feywild stuff is a funny dream. Like, we're not doing this. This is not today.
You hear a voice as you say, I'm going back to sleep. You hear a voice that goes, My, that sounds quite weird, I will say. A strange dream, you say. I had no idea.
Who missed the fuck? Who?
Unless you have coffee, don't talk to me. She sits straight up. And
Tell me,
points.
what is this coffee?
What the fuck?
As you all quickly turn to see this gentleman dressed in what appears to be fine garb of golds and greens. They have ebony skin with heterochromia eyes, one in a light gray and one in a warm brown, as they're just looking towards you all. Their hair is up and done in locks. Half of the hair just dangles down, half of it is put up, and it all has these strange ribbons tied within it and baubles as they're just staring towards you. They have very soft but still sharp, somewhat sharp features, very handsome, as they're just staring towards you all. No, I'm really curious, though, about this coffee thing. Can you teach me about it?
Maybe if you could help us out.
Oh, a trading of information. I can do
Yes.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Go! Your question first. I'm such a polite gentleman as you are.
Pray tell, are we in the Feywilds? Correctly?
You are.
Excellent. Coffee is a drink that one makes derived from a bean.
His face just kind of sours a little bit. What kind of bean?
It blocks the inhibitors in your brain that make you think that you're tired, so you just are really, really awake and kind of jittery if you drink too much of it. But you like kind of feel like you're going faster, but you're not.
Bean juice make go fast.
Could Flora have a bag of coffee beans in her bag?
Sure.
Just here, smell this. She's holding the bag. She's not giving it to him.
They'll just kind of like lean in a little bit. You can smell this floral aroma coming from them. They smell very sweet, like berries and fruits. As they just kind of sniff, and you make that into a beverage, and you drink that.
Mm-hmm.
You steep it in hot water.
Hot water. Do
So
you
like
have hot
tea.
water? Do you have hot water? Because I'll eat it straight out of the bag.
It's
Yes.
more
It's like hot
It
water.
is similar to tea.
You can eat it straight out of the bag.
No, I would
Oh.
not recommend
I
it.
can.
Well, if you can, I want to.
Well, I will let you have one if you tell us.
Oh,
How
yes,
to get
exchanging
out
of information. Go.
Yes, exchanging of information. How do we get out of here?
Oh, well, actually, I'm the one that summoned you.
Why?
I need your help.
With what?
Us?
Yes.
You know us?
Well, from a friend, yes.
Of course they know us. Come
Did
on.
my mom set
Come
this
on.
up?
I don't know you personally. Don't get me wrong. This is our just meeting. Hi, I'm Oberon. Nice to meet you.
Okay, do I
Sorry,
recognize
Nikki
that?
is like, what the fuck did you just say?
Does Flora recognize that
Anyone
name.
who feels like they would know a lot about fae and story tales, like epic stories and fairy tales, they'll know of Oberon.
Immediately, the soundtrack to the ballet of Midsummer Night's Dream starts playing in Calypso's ears, and so she starts humming. They start humming it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, Jules starts singing.
No, this is a dream. This is a dream. Next
Is
thing I
it?
know, Puck's gonna be out here saying, "Think but this and all is mended." But
Not
slumbered
everything from
here,
those
and
fairy tales.
These visions did appear. This is no more than a dream, right? That's what Puck says, right?
Well,
Puck should
I
take
will
a
say that
fistful
Puck
of-
is not a real character of the fae. So that's some of the fairy tales that Mundane come up with are not always 100% accurate.
So is
Puck's
this
my
like,
favorite.
I'm
You're telling me
sorry.
Puck's not real?
is this like one of those
I feel like the
live-action
person that
role
made
plays?
Santa not real to in your head and in your heart. I'm sorry, what did you say, Nikki?
Is this like one of those live action role play things where you act in character and you have to put on a show? I think
Are
that's
we
what this
doing
is.
that now? What kind of character can I play?
The
think
character
it's fun
that
where you
leads us
play
out of
one.
here.
That leads you out of here, but I need your help first.
Who needs why? Why help? Why need? And just gonna shove a few beans into Leona's mouth, just like.
If only they were chocolate covered. Damn it!
Oh, those are good.
Could I just drop him into like da-da-da-da? You know,
like here.
Yeah, I feel like Calypso has grabbed Jules's hand, and for Jules, this is a very unusual thing because normally Calypso is the calm and confident one, and they are clearly not confident right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jules, not usually used to stepping up, will get a little bit more like protective mode. Though she's still like actively anxious as she just kind of like squeezes her hands.
I didn't mean to alarm you. I do apologize.
It's just we woke up in a weird place with that we didn't go to sleep in, which is very, very strange. And you claim to be Oberon, who is a person that we have in our storybooks.
Yes, the King of the Fae. That's me.
I was listening to Midsummer Night Dream, and it just suddenly crescendoed when you said that, and it was perfect timing.
Oh, wonderful.
It
Marvelous.
scared me.
Oh, I'm caused more fear. This is bad. I am so sorry.
No. Nikki was saying it.
Oh.
Because the music I was listening to the music, and it crescendoed as he said, the King of the Fae, and I'm like, what?
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. I do not know your names, but it is a pleasure. I'm glad you all know of me. That makes this much easier.
I don't know much about Fae. Isn't there like something about not giving your name?
Oh, again, those fairy tales are they're a little bit wrong. So you're fine.
Sounds
So-
exactly like what,
Can I
what
roll
a Fae
an
would say.
insight check? Yeah, I want what's it? What's
This
an
ain't no
insight check?
D&D.
That's a figure
This
it
would
out.
be a figure it out roll. You're gonna
Oh,
figure someone out.
I got you. Where's that figure? Figure out a poison.
A poison.
Wit. I'm. Okay. I'm gonna ask exactly. Oh, I can. It's not like a. Oh, I can ask 2 questions, but they may.
You
ask.
still, yeah. I just get to pick another thing, yeah.
Okay. What do they hope to get from Scraw? From us, our little ska band?
You can see from his outfit, he also appears to be of a performing troupe of some kind, just the way he's dressed. So perhaps he needs some help with performances of some kind? Because the outfit is very ringleader-y, of a little bit of like a circus or a carnival style attraction.
I don't feel like any of these other questions are applicable, so.
You can ask any question. You don't have to ask the questions off the list.
Are they? Is he lying when he says that the name thing isn't real?
He's not. He seems to be telling the truth. He doesn't seem to be trying to mislead you because he's already seen that you all are feeling a little bit uncomfortable, of course.
Question.
Hmm.
Hey, can we do this over breakfast?
Oh, yes.
We just woke up. Breakfast would be great.
Yes.
To
We could-
be whatever I started out with. Are there more people around here?
Oh,
Like,
yes. My troop is not too far from here.
Is it only your troop? Is there more people?
I'm not understanding your question.
Like, does anybody else live in this?
Oh, no. We're
Same.
far away from civilization.
So it's just our troop and your troop. See, like if you could like put on like a scale from like 1 to 10, like what's your troop like?
Oh, they're delightful.
So all 10s, great.
All
Tell me no more.
All right.
Let's go.
I will say though, because of the figure out a person, Flora, I do get to pick a question for you, and he just kind of thinks. He goes, so it seems like you are getting a little bit of a read on me, which understandable. I understand with your mundane fairy tales that they haven't been painted in the best of pictures.
So past history, you know.
Oh,
Just,
well, that's good to hear too.
Floor's like touching a scar on the neck. Just
I suppose a question I would have is, what can I do to have you help me? How can I make? Of course, breakfast I will provide, but other than, of course, sending you home, is there anything else I can do to hopefully get your assistance? I've heard nothing but wonderful things about you from a friend of mine.
which friend?
Oh, their name is Aria.
You don't say.
Yes. I do say. Wait a minute. No, I do say. That was confusing. Mundane speak confuses me. I apologize.
Wait,
We'll
our
bring
band
Aria
manager's
to the
name is
meeting.
Aria.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's the same Arya? That's so weird.
Well, they are at where the
think
troop
they do.
is. So if you'd like to speak with them as well.
Great.
All right. Let's go. We'll have some eggs and toast or whatever it is that you would like. I will try and procure you whatever it is you fancy. This way, and he'll start walking out of the clearing into a bush.
Arya's like new with our group, right?
Yes.
Spanking new.
Raven's gonna kind of whisper, just be like, wherever we picked up Arya from, let's just like not do that again. Like no more in that space. If we
I tried
use
to
some kind
warn
of
you
like,
that Craigslist wasn't the right answer.
I remember the person who founded Craigslist. I think that they were just very neat, and I don't think that they would have allowed for people to put up horrible postings.
Yeah,
So.
right? I've picked up plenty of people from Craigslist, and only once did it ever turn out bad.
I think I read a statistic once that like 30% of the time, everything's great. You know?
30% of the time, every time. It's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how statistics or math works at all.
Oberon will poke his head back through the bush. Go, are you coming?
Can we get someone to help carry our thing?
Oh, he'll snap, and all of your things just start to glitter. They're all there now.
Can we do that?
No.
Oh.
Maybe? I don't know.
The
Do you have-
magic only goes.
Can I try anyway and try to summon my sword like that as a spooky witch?
Go ahead and roll with spirit.
Heck yeah.
Who needs to summon their sword when you can just pull your sword out of your body?
with
Listen,
a
Utana.
with a mixed success or a mixed beat, you snap and then your sword just pop and then falls down. It's a little bit anticlimactic, unfortunately.
I will grab it
I
off the
have
floor.
now. Thanks, Jules. Great. Okay, can that be like emotional support? Can that be an emotional support thing when someone offers me emotional support?
I can give emotional support.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can just, if I notice that, because I notice that you're nervous, I could say, it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to find a way out. We always find our way out of the problems, and we succeed at the end of the day, even if it's terrifying.
All right. I would like for Jules to roll emotional support, which is either heart or spirit. Depends on how you're doing it. If you're doing it with magic or through extraordinary means, then it would be spirit.
I am doing it through heart.
Okay. A mixed success.
They
So-
can clear a condition, mark an XP plus 1 forward, or gain insight.
So if you could clear my condition so that I can still entice people, that would be great.
All right.
Clear-
So your condition.
I'll to clear insecure, I'll be like, you are like one of the strongest people that I know, and there's no way that we can lose or like not win. Beat whatever we're supposed to do. I don't know.
And Calypso just puts their forehead against yours and says, "Thank you so much." And do I just
You just take that off. Yep. So you just click the condition off. So I think you can just do that.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
awesome.
Wait, we can just summon things?
It's
Um,
I'm
Maybe.
a witch, so
Raven's gonna go, hot babes, hot babes, hot babes, hot babes.
hello.
You called?
I
Leona stands up.
heard.
Suki's like, where?
You're right. Suki, you're right there.
Oh.
You rang.
I did. Thanks for coming through. This is why I hang out with you.
All right, and eventually you all head into the forest area following Oberon, who leads you to a carnival-style encampment of sorts. There are beautiful tapestries hung, and the tents themselves are in beautiful rainbow colors, some pastel, some in bold, some in like neon-style colors. As you are walking through, you can see some people are working. A few people are like cooking or cleaning or monitoring these very wild and wondrous beasts. Not in the way of like they're in cages or anything, of course, because we wouldn't do that. Instead, it would be more of a like somebody is sitting in like an enclosed area, and they're all just kind of relaxing with that one individual as they're just kind of petting and humming. It's just gentle tune. And Oberon leads you to one of the larger tents, where you can see Arya is sitting there looking furiously not at you, but at Oberon. And he goes, "I brought them." And Arya's like, "I see that."
It was the same Arya. Who thought?
Yes, who could have thought, Arya?
What in the Craigslist is going on here?
Arya just sighs and just shakes their head. "I didn't mean for this to happen. I am so sorry. I didn't anticipate he would do something like this." "What was I supposed to do?" Oberon will look towards her. "You were supposed to come to the event and watch them and learn from them through that, not bring them here." He goes, maybe that would have been... No? Is that better?
Yes.
Is that?
Much. Yes. Much better. Because then you could have tried coffee.
I could have tried coffee. You're right. Pros and cons, we'll list them later. And he waves a hand. "It's too late now. You're here. Bygones are in the past. I'm so sorry to inconvenience you, but I need help."
You
With
need
what exactly?
help learning how to be a troop.
Well, here's the thing. I put together this circus for the main purpose of bringing my wife some joy. Because Fey magic works differently than, usual magic. Fey magic works in a way of joyous and wonder. So when the happier and more carefree and more open-spirited we are, free-spirited of sorts, our magic thrives. And of course, as royalty, me and my wife, we of course act as the freest of sorts, and that gives all of the Fae magic. But unfortunately, she has been very depressed as of recently, and I need help because my troop doesn't seem to be doing the right things to help, and I don't know how else to do it.
Oh, wait, your wife is Titania, though, right?
Yes, I've heard her called a
thank
few different
God.
ways. Titania, a bunch of different ways.
Thank God. Well, you called the right people to cheer up a lady, because we all love cheering up ladies.
Marvelous.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Excellent. Especially before the Unseelies decide to invade.
The what?
Eh?
Where are they? What do you mean? Are you
Oh.
on the verge of war? Right now?
Well, if our magic does wane too much, then yes, they'll invade.
Does
Flora's
she
freaking the fuck out. Inside the brain.
does she like music?
Oh, she's usually a pursuer of many fine arts as well as just things that bring joy. She used to find joy in many different things, but unfortunately, one of her dearest loves left to discover their own desires and things that they wished for, to learn more about themselves. And while they agreed to return, this has unfortunately upset Titania more than I anticipated. And so, as we've been trying to cheer her up, it hasn't been working.
I saw a person who left.
Mm-hmm.
This wouldn't have happened. What was this person's name who left?
Oh, I don't know them.
Is it a bard?
Might have been.
Those bards. I'm gonna flick through my past memories real quick. I didn't ever come to the Feywild and then leave, did I?
That would be hilarious.
What can I make you roll for this? Just roll with wit. Just roll with wit. Or spirit. I'll allow you either one. If you're
Spirit, hell yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
I'll allow you either one.
Mother frickin' God! I would like to use Heaven's Sword move. Legions have their heads full of ghosts of their past selves. Once per session, tell a tale from my tragic past to bump a downbeat to a mixed beat, or a mixed beat to an upbeat.
Alrighty.
I'll bump this to a mixed beat. And choose to? Oh God. I'm not.
How would we will rock you work? Like, how would I help him indulge in a vice, just so that, like, I know how to go forward? Because I keep wanting to help people and I don't know.
So it depends on the vice itself. So for Flora, what was the vice that you had written down?
I
Flora?
think overzealous, but I'm realizing it would probably. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I put down.
I mean, I'm down if you decided it's probably be something different. It's a one shot. I'll be flexible. It's fine.
I think she likes flowers.
Okay.
Is that a vice? Because all I'm thinking is like Darkest Dungeon vice.
Collecting things like flowers and other flora.
Oh, like a little magpie. She's got because she has so many memories up here. She's got like journals and journals and journals with like memories and things.
Oh, that's cute.
Can I like walk behind Flora and hand her one of the journals that she left by her bag? Because I probably would have like ran around and grabbed everybody's things last night.
Oh, what does that move do when you help with a vice?
It gives them +1 or take +1 at the start of the next performance where they are present.
Oh, okay. So that would give you a +1 then at a performance where they're present. Okay, got it.
So then, could that have bumped? Because that would have bumped me up to a. Mixed
No,
success.
it's for one of the Troubadour's performances.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. So it's something that helps them later.
I'm just helping by bringing you your journal.
Mm-hmm.
That might help somehow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I will say that at least with that move that you bumped it up to a mixed success at the very least, right?
Yeah.
But you do have to tell us a story of your past.
I think a past life of Flora's was called her Diana. Was a very fervent traveler, including traveling between different places of existence, and would frequently just sort of pop in and out. Was a lot more lackadaisical about everything. Was not very much big on the I am a child of destiny, I am one of many. Sort of went, fuck that. I just want to travel. I want to see the worlds. I got powers. I'm gonna go see the worlds. And then sort of hopped around loosey-goosey flirting with everyone. And just sort of promising things and then just dipping. Opposite of responsibility.
Okay. So that will definitely bump your roll up to a mixed beat. So that will mean that with your, I will say then with your wit roll, I will say yes, you have had a past life in the Fae. in the Feywilds. But whether or not you are close to Titania and her court is up to you on that point.
She might have like popped in and said like hello and then left, but probably didn't integrate herself very much. She just wanted to see what's up.
I will say that Titania had many lovers in her court, including Oberon, of course, and Oberon was the same way. They tended to have many open relationships that, they are filled with love, and they share that love with as many people as they can. So knowing one individual who may have left will be very challenging unless you absolutely knew that individual, which without much information on that, that's going to be difficult.
I could have been in a romantic relationship with Titania.
It could have been.
Oh, that could have been fun. Flush. But I'll give an antagonist a string on me.
Okay.
And destiny lashes out at an innocent who has ties to me or my friends. That is the downside.
Okay. I will write that down.
Oh no.
Does anybody else want to do anything?
I want to declare that I am now smitten with Jules because of Jules giving me the emotional support that I needed in a time of crisis.
Jules, are you all right with that?
Yes.
All right. You now have it smitten.
But also, I think Oberon is super hot.
Yeah.
Has the androgyny that I personally want, and so I also desire Oberon. Those are my declarations, and that's it.
Alrighty. I will say Oberon is just kind of like watching you all as Arya's like, why are you wearing that? And Oberon goes, I thought I should wear something that was close to a performance troupe. And she goes, we're not a circus. And he goes, oh.
I mean, it kind of matches what I'm wearing.
I find your outfit quite lovely.
Thank you.
You all are quite lovely. That's why I'm sorry I caused any sort of fear. If this outfit is not to your taste, and then they snap their fingers and you see them now in a dark green dress shirt that's open, you can see trans scars underneath, like on the chest, and you can see tight black pants and boots as they're just standing there. Is this more acceptable?
Do it again.
Do it again? Snaps their fingers. They turn into like an old, like they have like that like beard. Even though they're like themselves, they're that handsome self. They have like this stupid looking beard and a giant crown. And they're like, now I'm a king. Is that better?
Just if you want to just like keep doing that for the rest of the day.
Just for the rest of the day.
It's great.
Or he just goes.
The other one with the green shirt.
Oh, you want me to go back? And he'll snap.
That's true. That one was pretty good.
I just like push Calypso's mouth open or jaw closed.
You
Just picture it like one of those like in the character creator. It's like option 1, option 2, option 3.
Just kind of go back to option 2 a bunch of times. You're just like, no. Option 2 is really good.
Calypso has a thing about scars, even though they personally don't have any physical scars. They think scars are absolutely fascinating and gorgeous. Hence why Flora also makes the eyes go.
I, of course, want to be suitable for your tastes, so that hopefully you'll help me. Please.
I would happily dance for your wife.
Marvelous! That would be lovely.
Let's go see
I
Tawny.
could sing. Yeah.
Wish that was the first time I heard that.
He looks around. I don't know what that means.
Been to some parties.
He just nods. I see. I will also have to attend these parties. They sound quite delightful.
I mean, we could just do our set.
Well, I was hoping that you would help my troupe to learn to be a better troupe. Well, I mean, they're not bad per se, but to be fair, I put them together quite quickly in an effort, and I'm not quite happy with how everything turned out. I feel they look a little sad. I feel like a failure. I feel like I rushed things a little bit too fast. And when I heard how wonderful your group was, I thought, perhaps if they witnessed an amazing troop themselves, perhaps they would do well.
There's no shame in wanting to do a good job, but maybe a breath of fresh air is exactly what Tawny needs. You know, she always liked new things.
That's very true. You know her quite well.
Nope, I don't know her at all. Nope.
Are you sure? And he just like squints his eyes a little bit towards you.
Yep, definitely not.
I mean, it's fine if you do.
Flora, have never met Tawny.
That's weird that you had. That's weird that you had to clarify your name again with that. But I'll accept it. He smells.
Do your troupe want to perform for us, and maybe we can give them some notes and then show them what we do and see how they want to, how they are inspired to adapt their acts?
Perhaps.
We're pretty good at constructive criticism.
Perhaps.
Or conversely, we could meet his wife. We meet their wife.
I would be down.
Perform for her.
I mean, whatever. Perhaps we can make an arrangement where you meet my wife and also perform perhaps in front of my troupe. And then maybe they will learn from observing. Perhaps that is why I thought that this would be a better option. Because then maybe they could also watch. Because transporting a lot of fae into the mundane world would cause a lot of problems. And he looks towards Arya, hoping for like, yes? And Arya's just...
What if we perform for both Tawny and your troupe at the same
I
time?
think that's a smashing idea. Why not?
And then afterward, we could give them pointers. They could talk about what they wanted to talk about. We could do like a masterclass sort of thing, you know?
Hey, Callie, does she keep saying Tawny instead of Tatiana?
Yes.
Okay.
She does.
Titania, yes, I said Titania.
There is some sort of familiarity going on there.
Very
So
Hey, have you banged their wife?
No.
Oh, so that means you can give us an in.
We were just being given an in.
No, I mean a
Okay.
different. An in.
No, we need a wink in.
We have one in. We need a level 2. You know. Can I go first? Well, I mean, in the performance. Can I also go first? And
Oh, I love this. All right. So he goes, there's a lot of discussion happening. Are we all, so Tanya and perform for everyone then? Is that the good? Okay. I think that will work smashingly. Yes. Let's do that then. This way I will take you to.
smashingly is the key word.
Smashing.
I feel like you're using the word differently than I am. But I'm all right with this. And he starts walking. Come this way. And he'll start walking. My, you ladies are delights. He's just walking.
I'm a lady, by the way.
Oh, I apologize. A lady. I love that. That is. You mundane come up with the best terms for yourself. I love all of them. Oh, smashing and marvelous and wondrous, magical beings you are.
As they're following over on, Leona leans over to Raven and says, "Are we about to cuck the king of the fairies?"
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind smashing the king of the fairies either.
just make it a whole, like,
I mean, you could probably hang out with both of them at the same time. I don't think that they'd be opposed. Historically, they
You think?
haven't.
Historically, they haven't. You have knowledge of this?
I don't have knowledge. I read books.
Hi, this is your game mistress talking. Don't ever have me on your games. I make hot gods. This is bad.
Hot gods. But this is hot gods. This is Qui Magnifique.
You want to give me the name of that book you read?
No, and Flora just tucks her journal into
No.
like a bag, and it was absolutely.
Also, Leona, you might want to change your little notepad to just start a list. And like you just write me on the top of that list. You can be number 2, and then whoever from there.
Gotcha.
Maybe 6 is just everyone. However we want to roll with that. Also, just as a player, can I do a meta thing?
A meta thing away.
I do have a move called the main attraction, and it happens whenever I make a dramatic entrance. So I would like to be first walking through the door.
All right.
Okay. Walking through the door.
That's why I said that. I was like, can I be first? Wait, I mean that in 2 ways.
It could be 3 ways if you, depending on how the second one goes.
Ooh.
You all head into this open area that has these marble stairs that are just surrounded by more wondrous flora. And you can hear the running water nearby, the sounds of birds appearing again. And it is a beautiful, magical scene as you see multiple individuals, some very, mundane in appearance at first, but then you also notice that a few have things like animal ears and tails, or they have fairy wings, or one even looks like like they're part dragon as they're walking around. So you're starting to see a little bit of that. This looks like part of her court as they seem to be tending to the area. And you can see one individual that is wearing a hijab, turned away currently as they seem to be working on something. As they turn, you can see a dark olive skin. Their hijab itself has many different rhinestones in the shapes of leaves as well as flowers, with one large spectral flower just kind of on the right side of their head. They turn towards you, looking towards you all. She's wearing a long green maxi dress, and you can see that she has ribbon sandals that are in that same green. As she stares towards you all, she looks you up and down, and then she looks at Oberon. What have you done now? And Oberon goes, nothing! Why is it always something that okay, I did do something, but just kind of says, but you want to help her as much as I do. Come on now, Zara, don't be angry. Zara? And he just looks like he's pleading with her as he gets closer and like rubs her head a little bit against his. Zara. And Zara just goes, and she smiles towards you all very gently. Welcome to Titania's forest. Are you all right? I hope you weren't too bothered by anything. And they just look towards Oberon, and Oberon just kind of smiles, his devilishly coy grin, and then she just sighs again.
I just need confirmation that we are not dreaming.
You are not dreaming.
Because this is what I end up seeing when I go and do my trance work. So I am both fascinated and slightly discombobulated.
That's understandable. When I first entered the Feywild myself, that was what happened with me as well. I was originally a mundane.
Oh.
And she nods.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Zara.
It is nice to meet you all as well. I hope you've been made comfortable at the very least, even though I'm sure Lord Oberon's methods are questionable in how he tends to get his new friends. And she just looks towards him again, and he just kind of smiles a little bit. I do the best I can. At least it's a story to write home about, right? Right? And he looks towards you all yeah? Right? Story to write
I don't
home?
really have a home anymore.
Oh, and he just freezes up a little bit. My apologies. This turned sour really fast. He looks down.
Our home is our tour bus, really. But I have a question just from a metaphysical standpoint. Since I see this world when I go into a trance, do you all see people who go into trances?
You appear as different forms sometimes. Zara will just nod. Some can take the forms of spectral butterflies. Some can take the forms of just little wandering spirits. Some can take the forms of actual animals within the woods. It depends.
And Calypso's mind is just blown. And they're now that they are no longer insecure, they're just like, this is the coolest thing ever.
She smiles. So if I'm to understand exactly why you're here, Lord Oberon has requested that you all assist Lady Titania, and you being here means you all have agreed.
Yep.
Oh, that is marvelous. As one of Titania's oldest friends, that means the world to me. Thank you.
Do I remember Zara?
As Zara says that, you kind of rack your mind a little bit. Zara was always by the Queen's side. They were always granting each other compliments and, whispers and just gentle, embraces of sorts. Zara was definitely a comfort for Titania, especially in times of grief.
You look good.
I'm sorry?
What? Nothing.
She tilts her head to the side.
I do like the flower on the spectral flower. That looks
Oh.
very pretty.
Thank you. 'Twas a gift.
Oh, that's really cool.
Would you like one?
Oh, I mean, maybe.
She smiles towards you as she moves a little bit closer towards you. May I?
She is like frozen, so
She'll gently put her hand against your cheek, and then as she brings her fingers down, a flower begins to appear. And then a flower is just there. You don't feel anything in your hair, but you can kind of see a little bit of a glow in your, peripheral vision.
she will take out her cell phone,
Mhm.
turn on the camera to front on selfie mode to see it. She's like, "Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Thank you so much. It's gorgeous."
You're very welcome. So, with your help, perhaps maybe we could. Oh, it's so wonderful that you're here. Honestly, I hope, of course, that Lord Oberon has been nothing but kind and respectable towards you all.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Oberon just kind of leans against Zara just delicately and then wraps his arms around their shoulders and leans over. Come on, Zara, you know how I am. And Zara just kind of sighs. Yes, you're like a child sometimes. And she just smiles and he goes, oh, my heart, you ruined me with this flirting you do. And then he gets off. He just slides off and he starts walking. I will go let Tanya know that we have wonderful friends that have joined and graced us with their presence. And he starts walking.
I'm glad to see he hasn't changed at all.
I'm not have you met him before? And she smiles.
Nope.
She looks confused. Oh, well.
Evidently, Flor reads a lot of books.
I read a lot of books. Yep. Mhm.
Oh, as far as I recall, a lot of the mundane texts that write about the king and queen of the fair are a little bit far-fetched, but...
It's a little unusual of a book.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. She smiles. I'm glad that such a book exists.
Just pushing book further down in bag of journals.
Mm-hmm. And as she's just kind of speaking gently with you all, you can now hear loudly a loud smash a bit of distance away, and she just kind of looks a little bit annoyed. Somchi's out again. She just rubs her head. My apologies. He's one for fighting for sure. I should go investigate that. And then you can actually see approaching this tall and not skinny, but lean individual just kind of stepping forward. He is very muscular. He's not wearing a shirt. He's just wearing these very punk-like pants with holes in them, large combat boots, and he is holding a massive battle axe as he's dragging it along the ground, and he seems to be growling. You also notice he has very vivid blue hair, and in that hair that's kind of spiking up, you see 2 cat ears and a tail that is just spiked up in the back as he's just kind of growling and hissing a little bit, moving forward. And she just kind of looks towards him. Oh. Well, maybe now wouldn't be the good time to intervene. And you hear this individual go, Zara! And Zara just jumps. Oh, good heavens. And he goes, I want to punch something! Right now! And Zara just kind of says, I apologize. I don't know what's gotten into him.
You want to fight?
I want to fight something so bad. He just like looks towards you and he's just like gripping his hands. So bad.
Just pat Raven.
We could
Maybe
we could do that for you. You wanna?
He just looks towards you. Could you give me a fight?
Let's go.
That seems rude.
Oh,
He's like, I don't know if mundanes can handle Faye.
These two can.
Flora.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Can Flora flourish and pull, basically like grab in front of like there's like a big scar on her chest. It's like a bluish almost. And just pull out her sword.
He looks towards it. Huh. All right then. All right. And as he prepares his battle axe, he goes, let's go. We're going to take a break.
Fight.
We need a little bit of a bio break, but we appreciate y'all.
Back. Hope you got your beveraginos and are ready to have them not work because you're still going to be thirsty with the rest of this. I got there. I'm going to quickly throw it back to Hina. So I stop. Hina.
I always like to say, back at it again at Krispy Kreme. That's my favorite
Let's
way.
go.
That's my favorite way to come back when we're all laughing or giggly. I just say, back at it again at Krispy Kreme. All right, let's go into it. So we were about to have a fight going on, so I'm gonna put back on that badass music, or I'm just gonna put it on shuffle. Why not? Let's have some cool tunes going on. Why not? So
We'll say in when Flora did her cool thing, like pulling out her sword. Since Raven's a sword swallower, she also does that with them on fire sometimes. So she has like a little like hip pouch. I'm gonna say there's some kind of like fuel in that. She kind of like does like a quick move, like sparks it and will like light them up somehow. So her little scimitars that she's got.
you can see the tail for this individual who was recognized as Somchai from Zara. Zara gave the name. Somchai's tail was spiked and angry, and now it's just waggling. Like, it's like in play mode 100%. So he is excited 100% for this. And he seems to just like prepare himself with his battle axe, and he then puts his hand out. Ladies first.
We don't need your takeouts, and then
We don't need your chivalry. Throw that shit in the garbage.
or your handouts, takeouts, whatever.
You're going to regret giving us the first move.
So close.
So I will remind people that have never played a Thirsty Sword Lesbian game before, it is action reaction. So you guys get to pick moves, and then reactions will happen. You cannot interrupt a consequence of an action. So for example, if Raven does attack and he attacks back, you cannot interrupt that attack because it needs to continue. So you can assist after, but the spotlight has to move towards you. So the spotlight will move. So how do you want to do it? Let's go.
Great question. Fight?
You can definitely fight. So so tell me how this looks.
I'm gonna say, Raven will totally use that kind of like momentum, and kind of do like a when you see like an anime and like not Naruto Red, but like in an anime when you're like going for an attack and it's like super fast, and then like the little like on the side, it's just like the background is just lines.
Nice.
So she's gonna try to like just run up really fast and try to get like a 2-hit.
So this will be fight with grace because
Yes.
you're running fast.
Ooh, perfect. Then
See how graceful you are.
yes. Ooh, upbeat! Yay!
Hey, first upbeat!
Woohoo!
Woo! All right,
Yay!
with that upbeat, you get to, on the list, you choose 3, but I get to apply 1. Fight will always have a response from me. There's always a risk, so always remember that. But you get to pick 3 options out of those 4.
Okay. Ooh.
So the options, just for the chat to hear, is to flirt with or provoke your opponent and gain a string on them. Through violence or cutting words, you can inflict a condition, that's the form of harm that's in TSL. Create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction, or take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position.
And I can pick 3?
You get to pick 3. I get to pick
Oh
1.
my gosh.
But you get to pick 3.
So she's gonna like run up and try to do like a two swipe, like I said, but kind of like miss and then jump. And kind of like while she's in the air, she'll look at him and say, "Is that your ex, or are you happy to see me?" And then jump on it and kind of knock it out of his hand. So she's doing the flirt, create an opportunity for an ally, so create an opportunity for Flora, and then also take the axe out of his hand.
All right, so you will gain a string. Let me make that string for you so I don't forget. Because I'm one of those that will forget. There we go. All right. And you immediately move in a way that he doesn't quite anticipate as you quickly pull the axe away, and he's like, and he gets to do the opposite, and he is just going to say, "That is a low move. You should feel ashamed of yourself." He's going to make you feel insecure.
Okay. So I just check that condition? Yep. Okay.
So with that, I will move it to Flora because you have been given an opening, and I will give you a +1 to your fight roll if you want to fight, or if you want to do anything else, you'll get a +1 to that roll.
Ooh, well,
you do not have to fight. You can always do something else, but if you want to fight,
I would love to fight.
Then roll fight. How are you? But tell me how you approach this.
I
seeing
think
the opening.
As Raven is engaging with him in the front, I think Flora is quickly ducking behind and just like getting behind while he's distracting, just going, "Oh, thank you, Raven. I thought it was very good. You shouldn't feel ashamed." And just like blunt the back end of the sword, just try and bop him on the back of the head with it.
That will be plus daring. And you get to add a +1 forward because you have an opening.
So, I have resplendent weapon.
Ooh.
When I fight, I roll with spirit instead of daring.
Then roll with spirit.
Give me a +1.
Another upbeat, baby! Look at you all go! Wow. All right. So you get to pick 3 of those options. And I get to pick 1.
Okay.
We just needed a fight. That was it.
Yeah.
You just needed that part. Then we get the...
I will create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. So,
Okay.
as Raven is distracting this person for Flora, Flora will return the favor and give a little wink and a blow kiss at Raven while doing so. Inspire them. I would like to inflict a condition. So as she's like, "I thought it was really good. You feeling good about giving us the first hit now?" To maybe inflict insecure on this individual.
Oh, now they're insecure. All right. Sounds good. Okay. You have a third one. Or did you pick 3? I might have missed it.
No, those 2.
Okay. I was like,
I'll
did it?
provoke them. I'll push them a little, like shove them after, like
I
bump,
like that.
shove, make them trip a little bit. Oh, that's awkward. You can't keep your footing.
All right.
I thought you wanted to fight, not be a punching bag.
All right. With that, since you are offering a superior, you're basically giving an ally an opportunity. I'm going to say that instead he's going to seize a superior position with this. So when you trip him, he does fall backwards, but then he quickly backflips, catches himself, and then will move into a very strange pose, and you actually see claws start to come out, and he just like gets into a very serious position, and he just starts to growl slowly as he just is ready to attack again. So with that, I will say since he's in an advantage position, that will negate the +1, but you still have the next move, Raven.
You're like Raven was. I'm not insecure. You're insecure.
I don't know.
That's you.
No.
Also, that was hot. Yeah, I guess she's just gonna kind of like fight again. This is kind of really like the insecurity is really kind of like stinging her pride a little bit.
Okay.
So
I will also say, if anybody wants to jump in at any time and wants the spotlight, just tell me. All right, but go ahead, Raven.
Do I get to pick if it's daring or grace?
If you think that you're doing it more gracefully, then it would be grace. If you wanted to put more strength into it, it would be daring.
I'm gonna say daring just because she's kind of a little like pissed right now from getting that condition.
So okay, so instead of moving so like elegantly, instead you're just like, oh, it's on, and you just go full on.
Which is great with the music starting again. It's like da-da-da-da. Okay, so ba-bum. Ooh, not good. Not good. It is a 6.
A 6. That is a downbeat. Mark experience, please.
Ooh, okay.
Remember, at 3 you get to mark an advancement. So once you get to 3, let me know. All right, with that means you don't get to do any of those, and I still get to pick something as a reaction.
Okay.
So I get to do basically a hard move of sorts. So how I'm going to see this happening is you go to, with all of your strength, angry that he has made you insecure, and he smiles seeing your weakness show, and he just kind of moves around you and grabs his axe back. And he goes, tough break, and then he lifts it up high up, and as he's bringing it down, something blocks it.
Jules begins to sing, and a sword appears from music notes above Raven's head, and it just forms into this like long sword with music note handles, and it blocks the axe in the middle of the air. And she just looks like, what the fuck just happened? She's not holding it, like it's in the air, just blocking the axe.
Yeah, as he's like brought it down on the axe, you hear the loud clang just ring through the forest. You hear birds quickly flying away, and then he turns towards you, Jules. I didn't know you wanted to play too.
I didn't know I was. She just
You don't
like,
have to say it
oh
like
shit,
that.
what did I
kid."
do?
And I will give you a chance for an action. So what do you want to do, Jules?
I guess it would be I'm reading through them. I'm guessing it would be a fight, wouldn't it? Using like grace.
If you want to do that, absolutely.
Because I'm creating an opportunity or seizing a superior position.
All right, go ahead and roll with grace.
Snip. Hey, I got an update.
Hey, so you get to pick 3.
Oh boy. Okay, so I want to I want to take the object from him. So is it possible to knock the axe out of his hand?
Yeah.
And that creates an opportunity for both of my allies.
Okay.
Because I don't want to cause any violence or
Okay.
insult him.
All right, so you only want to pick 2 of the options. Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe with some weird bound of confidence, she winks at Callisto.
Alrighty, sounds good. So with that, the axe immediately flings across the way, way out of his reach, and he looks towards it and he goes, "That's rude. How am I supposed to play without my toy?" And he'll start running towards you, Jewel. And go ahead and mark the infliction scare. I'm gonna see which ones are. What are the inflictions? Hold on. let me look at
Frightened?
this. Yeah, frightened. Because he's gonna run. He's gonna book it towards you.
Sounds about right. Sounds legit.
But you do. Somebody has an opening to stop him.
I would like to.
Take it, Calypso.
Calypso, seeing that this charge is happening, will do astral dance.
Okay.
And so I will dance across a boundary to try to arrive at a location of my choice. And basically I want to get up to Jules and then spin her around and then astral dance back outside of the ring.
Okay.
So fingers crossed, everybody.
Fingers crossed. Let's see how this goes.
Yay!
Hey, look at all these upbeats. We just need a break. That's what we did.
Yeah, we needed a break. So basically, I come in there smooth as a cat, pun intended, and scoop in, spin Jules, and as I dip her, we blink out back in front of the or on the other side of the fighting ring.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So he just kind of like moves to attack, but then you're both gone, and he just kind of like screeches to a halt, and he goes, "You all don't play fair."
Jules
Like,
is now
what
smitten.
the fuck?
Yeah, Jules is now smitten.
Smitten. Oh my goodness.
Musical smittenness. Let's go. We are being requested for a kiss, so
Are you going to kiss in a dangerous situation?
yes. Damn it. And so I pull Jules close to me and I hold her face and get the 90% and let Jules decide if she's
will
gonna come to
definitely lean forward, even though her face is like bright fucking red right now.
Oh.
Mwah.
Alrighty.
No one attacks my singer.
As let me know if this works as far as like spacing and stuff like. But so I imagine this is something that they've worked on before. So stop me if this is not true, Darby. But Leona, she's got this big jacket on. It's way too big, and she reaches back and says behind her head. She reaches back behind her head and grabs something and says, "I want to play too, but I always bring my own toys." And pulls out her sword. And then runs up behind Flora and like does this like leap onto her back.
Yes.
Into the air, over top the kissing two. Like leaps over the kissing two and lands to attack.
And then explosions from nowhere come up. It's a fantastic scene. Yes,
Give
absolutely.
you a boost as you're like running up the back. Like
I will let you pick which one that would be. Is it fight with daring or fight with grace?
I'm gonna go with daring because I'm better at that.
Hell yeah. I'll allow it. Coming down hard.
is there a way for me to help out?
Oh,
I will, you know what, just the action of allowing them to, well, I don't think you need to.
I don't think I need
never mind.
it. I don't need it.
So you get to pick 3.
Okay, so so I think I'm gonna use the through violence, or I'm gonna use through the through cutting, like through violence.
Mhm.
I'm gonna inflict a condition.
Okay.
Because I'm bringing that sword down, and then I'm gonna also flirt because it was a joke about the toy thing. So it's
Okay.
a flirt. All right. And
All
then
right. So then you'll get
and I'm
a string on them.
and then I'm gonna create an opportunity for an
Okay.
ally.
All right, let me just make that token for you really quick. Hold on 1 second. All right, for your string. Perfect. So with that flirt, is it all right if I pick the condition, or did you want to tell me what?
No, you can pick it. You go ahead.
I feel like with all of this, especially with the toys being talked about, they're going to be angry, 100%. So angry is going to be the next condition they're going to take. And I get to choose one. And with your flirt, and as you come down and he just kind of guards himself and he looks towards you, he gets really close to you and just kind of smiles towards you and goes, "Well, then we should play together more often." And then he'll push you off, so he'll flirt back, so he's going to get a string on you. And then he is going to immediately, like, hold out his arms, and you'll see magic start to pour into them, and then the axe just poof, poof, back into his hands, because nobody grabbed it or anything. So he's going to take back his weapon, and that will be his turn. So who wants to take the spotlight?
Could Flora, because as Leona's being pushed back, just catch sort of semi-dip Leona and be like, "You good?" And maybe a little peck on the cheek, like.
I don't know. Let's roll an entice there. I think but you know what? Because it's the heat of the battle, and everybody's having a great time. Go ahead and add a +1 to that.
Oh, spicy entice.
Spicy encounter. Spicy fight encounter.
Upbeat, baby.
That's a 14. What the hell? This is fantastic. Oh my god.
We just needed to get into a fight.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I feel like that's gotta be a full-on that's not just a peck on the cheek.
A smoochy smooch.
A smoochy smooch.
A smoochy smooch. A smoochy
Make out. Make out.
Let's go.
A little tongue in that one.
Oh. Oh
Fun. You
my god. I feel like that will inflict a condition on him. Give me 1 second while I decide which one. Hold on.
Should be hopeless.
Yeah.
Let me
You
see.
just
One
back because
sec.
you're single.
I'm going to say, yeah, hopeless makes the most sense. So he'll pick some hopeless, and as he was hopefully going to get some love in himself, he's like, oh, his heart broke a little bit.
No flirting with my troop.
And then he will then book it towards you both and just raise his axe up to go attack. Does anybody want to take the spotlight? Sorry for hitting my microphone.
I wanted to use Limelight.
Ooh, okay.
When I perform music, so if I start to sing, I get to pick 2 from the list if I roll, as long as I succeed or get a mixed beat. And it's just a heart roll.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a mixed beat.
That's fine. So with a mixed beat, I get to choose 2, and the GM may ask 1 question from figure out a person. Everyone in the audience learns the answer. So the 2 that I'm picking is I release a mind bending solo and I can clear a condition.
Okay.
And pick a listener who finds inner strength and they clear a condition.
Okay.
So I know who has conditions and everybody. Okay. So Raven can clear a condition and then I can clear frightened.
Yay.
Okay. Perfect.
So you just hear her start to sing the tale of a random hero interchanging the moves that we're doing.
I like that.
What's happening?
Okay. Since nobody has attacked Sunshine,
I would attack him now that Jules is singing.
I was going to add a little bit of extra because I do want a reaction, because there should still be a reaction. With the reaction, no one's going to be attacked just yet. But instead, you'll notice that he actually starts to shift in his demeanor, and he starts really growling like an animal. His eyes actually go more animalistic, and you notice actually something seems to be glowing around his neck. You're not sure what quite that is. All right, I will give it to you.
I will leap over the kissing Flora and Leona and stand by Raven's side and draw my matching scimitar, but mine has and pull it out of its glittery shield or sheath and say, "You want a kiss? Here, kitty, kitty."
Okay.
And I will fight, but because I'm Spooky Witch, I can fight with spirit.
Do it.
I got spirit. Yes, I do. I got spirit. How about you?
Raven's just still sitting on the ground and goes, "Damn, my friends are hot."
So that is, let's see here. I use spirit. And I get a +1, right? Because of the kiss in a dangerous situation.
Yep.
+1 ongoing. Okay, so +1. Nope, that's a 4. There we go.
Something messed up. It's because you had a +1, so when you add an extra modifier by accident, because you put a +1 in the modifier box, it messed up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll with spirit.
So here's what it is. It was a 4 + 3, which is 7, +2, which is 9, plus a 1, so that's 10. So that is actually an upbeat.
Yeah.
So you get to pick 3.
I get to pick 3. Oh my goodness. So obviously I flirt because reasons. Because I did say here, kitty kitty.
So get a string.
Yes, I want a string. I would like to create an opportunity for Raven because I'm gonna get right up close and in its face with my saber, like blocking the axe.
Okay.
And I want to through violence make him feel guilty for thinking he didn't have a chance. And I'm basically going to do that by grabbing him by the scruff of the jaw.
Okay. All right. And with that, they're at 4 conditions right now. I want to look at Nikki's thing really quick. Nikki, you sent me some questions. Can you remind me what those are for?
That was for my limelight. You get to ask one of those questions.
Oh, okay.
Because I got a mixed beat.
Gotcha.
And everybody that's there would know the answer.
Okay. I will say that in this situation, he is not in the right state of mind to be able to ask a question. So even though you got a mixed beat, he's going to treat it like a full success.
Okay.
So
works for me.
Alrighty. And with that, I will say for Calypso, as you do so and you grab a dot, you notice that whatever is on their neck is burning their flesh. It's not a good thing. It's hurting them.
Can I try to pull it off them?
Roll plus spirit.
Hell yeah.
I'll allow it since you're super close.
Do I still get that +1 or no?
You will, because it's still in the scene.
Okay. So 9.
A 9. So I will say with a 9, you're able to at least notice what it is doing, but as you go to reach it, he is going to put himself back in an advantageous position, and he's going to push you off and jump into a tree. So you can see at least that burning was happening, but he jumps away from you, and he looks like he's getting ready to pounce on somebody, but you can't quite tell what. So that will negate any net +1s if somebody was going to take the spotlight next.
Okay.
But you do have that information, I will say, Calypso. So if you want to let the rest of your group know, or if you want to keep that to yourself, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I was gonna see if we all know that like I'll go next, but it might change what I do if we know that information or not.
That's up to Calypso if Calypso wants to share.
I will say there's something burning their neck.
Okay. Raven, just inspired at all the badassery and kissing, is gonna like hear that. You're like, okay. And then kind of run up the tree and try to like, I guess try to go to maybe if she could like hook the scimitar kind of like under whatever's on their neck and just kind of like pop it off.
So I will allow you to pick either daring or grace. Grace will be you're doing it carefully. Daring, of course, you're doing it just to get it off as fast as possible.
I'll do with grace.
All right.
And did you say no +1?
No, because he has the advantage. He's up high, so you're having to do a little extra work to get to him.
Gotcha.
So that will negate the +1.
Oh, 8.
That is an 8, a mixed beat. So go ahead.
Oh, I do also have impressive sword play, and it's whenever I roll a 7 plus to fight, I can gain a string on someone who's present.
Okay.
I guess I just look cool.
Yeah.
So, I guess. Oh, I'm up in the tree. I guess I'll like do that with Calypso because I'm taking their advice or like their information. So Calypso, you get to says ask their player what it is about you that has impressed or intrigued them.
So what is it about Raven that has impressed Calypso?
Yes.
Their willingness to go along with any situation that has that arises. Such impetuousness is something that usually only Calypso is accused of. So having somebody else who understands that and just goes for it is very impressive to Calypso.
Nice. Also, apparently, just got information. Something that's impressed all of us is the raiders that just came in. Thank you, Goblin Cave TV. We appreciate you so much. Welcome to the first tour of Lesbians. And we back to the game. But thank you so much. We're so happy you're here.
Mm-hmm. All right. With that mixed success, you got an 8. So here's what I'm going to say. That will do. I will say it does some damage to the collar area that seems to be there. So I'm gonna give you a hard choice actually, because I think this would be better. You can cause a final condition on him, which would be frightened. This will frighten him if you choose this one, but it will get the collar off. Or you can just not get the collar off and then he can take a reaction on you, but this will weaken the power of whatever it is that's on him. So it's really up to you if you're okay with causing a condition on him or not, because you didn't want to hurt him, but
yeah. I'll say I'll just weaken it because I was using grace. I was trying like really not to hurt him and stuff.
Okay.
So
you see the collar just slightly tear a little bit. Now it's corporeal. You can actually see the thing that's causing the burns. It looks like it's a strange black ribbon around their neck. So there's a little bit of a nick on it now. But they immediately move out of the way. But it is weakened as they hold their neck and a little bit of fear of like they're in danger. But they're not frightened yet as they just kind of move a little bit more into the tree and push you away as fast as they can. They are going to then jump from the tree to attack the next closest person who, I don't know, who would be the closest one to the tree that he's in? That would be Calypso. So Calypso, they are coming to bring their axe down on you. What do you do? Does Jules want to do something though?
She would want to protect again.
Oh.
Unless Calypso wants to do something, you can.
It's up to you all. I will let you both decide who takes the spotlight.
I will... I'm still trying to figure out this person or this cat person.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I would let the attack happen so that I could figure out what was going on.
Okay.
And so I would enact Whispered Secrets.
Ooh.
Which is when I figure someone out during physical conflict, I can ask a question.
Okay. So roll to figure someone out.
Okay, figure someone out is a wit roll. Ooh.
Yep. I will say with Jules's desire to protect, I'll give you a +1.
Okay, so 1, submit. That's an 8.
That's an 8.
So that means that...
Now, here is a thing. You do have a string on him, and I know that would bring you up to a 9, but I'm willing to allow that to be a full success if you're willing to spend that string.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. So that string is spent. All right. So you get to ask me questions.
Okay, so sorry, somebody was asking where I was live at, and I gave them the wrong answer.
It happens.
So anyway, so I want to ask, So I get one of two questions. One is what makes you insecure and what haunts you.
Well, in that I did read in the book. This actually isn't a rule that I knew about. I thought you had to pick from that list of questions. Players do
Okay.
not have to pick from that list of questions. The GM does.
Oh,
So if you have other questions that you wish to ask, you are allowed to pick whatever questions you like. I have to pick from
Well
that list,
then.
though.
well then. So I would like to ask, I would like to ask, can I take this collar off of you?
In a strained voice, as you are asking this question, he just goes, "Yes."
Okay. And so that's my entire reaction, I guess, because I don't think I can take it off them right
No,
now.
but he definitely wants it off. At least you'll know that.
Okay. So I'll say, let me take it off you loudly without context.
Oh! I'm gonna put that string back on you. Hold on. Let me put that string back there, buddy. Oh, goodness gracious.
They are
He blushes a little bit at that, like, oh.
Like, even under his fur, you see.
And of course, you all hear that being shouted. So, who would like to take the spotlight next?
Could Flora try and assist Calypso?
Flora, what do you want to do?
Seeing Calypso's like fiddling with the collar, right?
Calypso is pointing towards the collar. Nobody's touched it because he's not allowing them to touch it. But you can see now, because it's corporeal, you can see a black ribbon with a little nick in it.
Could Flora just very softly walk over and be like, and just try and break the collar?
I will say you'll have to move quickly because you can see that he's obviously avoiding Calypso from trying.
Gotcha,
So you're-
cool. Then I will run, and then I will just haul ass.
Yep.
Just, and then try and snap that collar.
Roll plus grace.
Oh, I'm bad at grace. I'm bad at grace.
Oh, but don't you get a +1 because of
You
your
do.
kiss?
Oh,
You get a +1 because of the kiss.
because I smooched.
Because you smooched in a dangerous situation.
We did this. We did a heck.
You did a heckin' smooch over there. That's not possible. Something happened. Oh my god, there's 2 1s though. I just rolled over the actual roll. You rolled 2 1s.
And I had
So you would have gotten a Oh no, that
Take
is
your
correct.
XP. Take your
Yeah,
XP,
take your
though,
XP.
but
Take your XP. And as you do that, you move to grab it, and he will grab you under your chin and like pin you to the tree, just gently, not to like choke you.
Yeah.
And he is just going to snarl a bit towards you and says, "You didn't ask first." And he's gonna flirt a little bit with you on that one, so he's gonna take a string.
Okay, fuck me.
All right. So, and does anybody else now seeing this? Does anybody want to react?
Now he's distracted though, right? So
He is
it's like-
distracted. He's holding somebody to a tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that thing off, but I'm not
Heck
gonna
yeah.
ask either because I like
Alright.
what happened when
So-
she didn't ask.
Because he's distracted, I will give a bonus because of that, because I felt bad for that roll. I want to give you a bonus. So
that roll is
I'm
absolute
sorry.
garbage.
I'm sorry. So I'm gonna like allow you to choose. Do you want to do it with daring or with grace?
I'm gonna go with daring.
Go for it. So you're gonna be forceful on this one. You're like, nope, we're done.
And you said there's a modifier?
No. I'm just
no?
allowing you to pick
Okay.
which one.
Okay. Mixed
Okay, mixed
speed.
species. I will say the ribbon being damaged enough, it'll work.
Okay.
So you immediately go, seeing her pinned against the wall. You grab the ribbon and you rip it off. It tears fully and then starts to vanish into black like vapor.
I think
And go ahead.
As I do this and I rip it, I say, I didn't ask either.
One final flirt. And you see, I will say, Flora, since you're right in front of him and he is holding you, the grip loosens and the eyes start to shift back. And then they like start to look around a bit.
You okay?
Slowly puts you down delicately,
Mm-hmm.
pats your shoulders, and steps back a bit to give you space, and just turning bright red. I am so sorry for doing that. I don't know what came over me. I just really wanted to punch something, and oh God, I'm so sorry. And now all of the conditions are hitting him at once. So he's like, oh my God, I should leave. I'm so, oh God, oh.
And I try to give him emotional support.
You can. What do you want to do?
It's okay. I think whatever was around your neck was affecting you. I don't think it was completely your fault. I don't understand magic or fae or anything, but I don't think you meant to do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll plus heart, since you're just speaking from the heart there.
God damn it.
That is a downbeat. So go ahead and take an XP. Has anybody hit 3 yet? Nobody's hit 3 yet, huh?
I'm at 2
I'm
now.
close.
Oh,
I'm
so
at 2.
close. Oh,
Almost.
that's such a good thing to say during TSL. So close. All right. Does anybody else want to try something?
Oh, come on.
As he just kind of flushes a little bit more, he's like, "No, you're so nice. I'm so sorry. Wow, I did things that, whoa, Jesus, I didn't even ask for consent, and oh God, so they're definitely not doing well."
I will try to support also. I will
Okay.
try to emotionally support as well.
How do you do so?
I will come up behind him and reach up and just behind his ears and say, I realize I didn't ask for consent, but you are stressed out, so this is what I know how to do.
Go ahead and roll plus heart, add a +1 because he's scratching behind the ears.
Okay.
Because he's a cat. Of course he's gonna like that.
And
There you
a
assume.
beat!
Hey!
Yay!
As soon as you start to scratch the ears, he just completely freezes up, stops talking, which allows you to say what you were going to say, and then you hear, because you're so close, you hear purrs.
And so then I can so they can choose one, and I can either choose one or take a string on them. So I am going to mark an XP for myself.
Okay.
Because I have not gotten any XP because my rolls have been decent but not bad.
How dare you keep getting mixed beats? You'll never level up at this point.
How dare!
How dare you, digital dice, tease me in such a manner. All right. So I'll say that this will get rid of his guilty condition.
Does he still look a little like, does he still have any conditions or
He has
anything?
3. He had 4. He was close to being done. So he had 4. Yeah, which is fine. If you had actually just kept inflicting conditions after 5 in TSL, he would just be out. He would be like a crying or hobbled mess, and he just can't do anything else or something else. He would probably either pass out or just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the first." So
cat man.
at least with 3, he seems like he's doing better as he just kind of nods. So losing the guilty definitely helped him a little bit as he's a little insecure. So you see the tail just kind of go between the legs and just kind of wiggle a little bit.
Raven will also give emotional support. We're all doing it. Let me read things.
Is it a group hug at this point?
If everybody's giving a group hug, y'all don't have to worry about rolling. If everybody's giving a group hug, y'all are on it.
I'll say right before that, she'll like take his face and just be like, that was the funnest fight I've had in so long.
That's going to be so... Okay. I'm going to say roll your emotional support, but add a +3.
Okay.
Because you got the group hug. Hey, this is the game mistress. I do what I want. This is a new mechanic I'm adding to TSL. Group hug mode activated.
So, heart, right?
Heart.
Plus
and then
3.
+3.
Hey!
This will get rid of. I'll say this will get rid of the rest of his because with a full on group hug and you saying that was the most fun I've ever had in a fight recently, the tail will immediately come up and you'll see like the end of it just wiggle, just like the happy little wiggle.
And I can also get I can mark an XP because I have a thing that says shiny and new, and this when I give emotional support in an intimate moment with somebody new, I get an XP.
Yay! You can also get an XP because you get to choose one For
Oh, I
your
do?
account.
You could do
Mark
2
XP is an option.
because
I have
they're opening up to you. Yep.
Okay, now
You
that I
get to
have
advance now.
3, okay, one of the things I've been waiting for this.
I've
One
been
of
excited for this.
one of the things I can do is take another move from my playbook, right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, I'm doing that, and I'm gonna take the rip.
Ooh.
Rip. We'll see if it comes up, but I'm gonna take
Sure.
that move. Just know it's there.
At this point, as you are like comforting and everybody's in that group hug and you all hear now the purring. The purring is so fucking loud at this point. It's so nice. Like, when you hug a cat, all you hear is a purr. Oh, so nice. So it's one of those kind of moments. And then he just kind of like looks towards each of you and is like, I'm glad you're all okay. I'm sorry that I did that, but thank you for getting that off me. And he rubs his neck.
Put it on you. Do you know?
I don't. I don't even know what it was. He'll look towards you as he's kind of rubbing his neck. I didn't have something on my neck around before. Wait, I did! And he looks confused. Oh no, my ribbon! And he starts looking, oh shit! And he looks angry. Ah, that was the ribbon that Oberon gave me. Why was it damaged like that? Why did it do that?
Can I turn and look at Oberon real quick?
Oberon actually is walking back. I told you to what happened?
Hey, you put a ribbon on our friend here?
I gave a long time ago. Sonchai, I gave you that ribbon when? When you and I first met. When I brought you from the mundane world here, yes? And, that was like a long time ago. It wasn't like that before, though. What happened? And he looks upset. That was my favorite treasure.
Why?
Broken pieces.
Why would a ribbon burn a creature like this?
I knew there was something up with these fae. I'm
Oberon
gonna use my.
seemed-
I have a call on a toxic power. When you parlay with a toxic power, ask it questions and roll plus spirit. So I'm about
Okay.
to ask a question.
Okay. That's with a toxic power, though, right?
Is he not? He's
You
a
look.
fae. I thought
He looks upset. He's not
no.
of the
gonna ask-
unseelie. The unseelie are the toxic.
Okay.
So he seems as upset as Somchai does.
Okay.
But I will give you this since you have that power and I want you to be able to use your move. Behind you, you hear a very usual voice go, "Ah, that didn't work? Y'all foiled it already. I mean, you all are really cool. So, I mean, like, it was only natural."
It's Itsuki! It's Itsuki!
You turn and Suki is standing there.
Damn it,
Florence,
Suki!
you just hear Florence' heart just shatter a little
No.
You're unseelie?
Mm-hmm. Suki just nods.
bit. You did that on purpose?
Now I'm gonna use this move.
Go ahead.
Now you got it.
You break my heart on purpose.
Let me see. Let's see what I can do here.
I thought you were our friend, Suki.
Oh, hey. That's a nice roll. 11.
Oh, that is a nice roll.
It answers the question and grants you +1 forward to act on the information.
Okay.
Why are you meddling in Fae affairs?
Well, honestly, I didn't expect us all to be transported here. So, like, I left here a long time ago. And with all here, I know you guys wanted to perform, but, like, I thought this would look really cool. And you all were really awesome. Y'all are badass. So I was right.
We flirted with you, Suki.
You don't like me anymore?
This is just a lot to take in, Suki.
You can't hurt people to help us.
No. I didn't hurt him. He's fine. And she'll put a hand out towards Somchai. He's fine. You guys did it. You guys showed how badass you are. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to show off how cool you were in front of the others.
You've already lied to us. Why would we believe you now?
I don't know. Because I'm your biggest fan.
I don't know if she lied to us on purpose, but it's still like You can't do that to other people.
It was like legit burning his neck.
Oh no,
Rude.
it wasn't supposed to do that.
What was it supposed to do?
It was just supposed to, and it like he was supposed to just want to fight something, and then you all could show off your skills. It wasn't supposed to go further than that.
Suki. Isn't like out of character, isn't this like a violation of like a lot of ish, like there's an unseelie in the court right now.
Yeah, there's an
This-
unseelie in the court.
It is super bad, right?
The other phase in there in the waiting are just kind of like staring towards. You see them all start to brandish weapons and like get ready to attack if necessary against Suki.
Suki, you need to leave. This is not a safe space for you right now. Do you realize what you've done? Where you are?
I was just wanting to show off how cool you all were.
I know, but you are not safe here. This is not a safe space for you.
And at that point, she'll just kind of like hold her head, and then you'll see black wings just come from her back. And then she just kind of smiles and lifts her head up, and her demeanor changes completely as she pulls the hood back. And she goes, "Well, that was easier than I anticipated."
What do you mean?
Y'all weren't paying attention to your little Suki.
What did you do? What did you do?
Don't worry, she's fine. And she'll wave a hand.
Oh God. I'm going to run towards where Titania could be.
Titania is in the back, so you're gonna run to Titania?
Yeah.
Okay. Titania, as you quickly run to that area, you can see from a distance, you see this beautiful woman with emperor-style braids that wrap around her head and crowns and like come down into like elegant locks and just kind of scroll out around her. Her hair is super long and flowing with all of these different braids and different textures within it. She is sleeping, it seems like, on a bed of pillows.
Tani? Wait.
She does not wake. She
Shake.
seems to be under some sort of magical spell.
Oh no. Oh no. Tani.
And you just hear Suki laughing a little bit. I'm sure she's realizing just now what happened.
Frantic, like yelling and shouting from where Flora ran off. Tani, wake up! You need to wake up now! Can I smooch? Smoochy? And I guess would Diana come to the forefront? Oh.
The panic mode that's happening right now with Flora.
I guess just she's smooch.
Smooch?
Smooch?
The only thing
Smooch?
she knows how. I think Diana, the past life, is pushing to the forefront at the moment.
Sure. Go ahead and roll. I will have you roll entice, but you're going to roll with spirit. Is that what it's called? Yes.
Sounds good.
Stats.
I like that a lot.
What is your dance move that you are doing right now?
Anxiety.
Anxiety dance. Anxiety dance. Everybody do the anxiety dance. That is a mixed feat. Oh God. So with a mixed feat, I'm going to say that the entice is going to work a little bit different here. You're mainly trying to kiss awake. It's basically like a Sleeping Beauty kind of thing that I was going for. With a mixed feat, you can at least tell that she's okay. You hear her, you can feel her breath, you can feel her warmth. She's fine, she's just asleep. So at least you know she's not hurt or in danger right now.
Can I pick her up and run towards Oberon?
Go ahead and roll daring to lift her up.
Oh god.
No.
I get to mark experience though! I'm now at 3!
So you get to mark an advance. So as you try to lift, you panic and you trip over yourself a little bit. You don't harm her, but you just kind of fall over a little bit.
She's holding Titania up. She like face
Very
plants into the
cartoon
ground.
style. Very cartoon style. Oh god. Does anybody else want to do anything? I want to move the spotlight around because Suki is still standing there just laughing, or at least who you perceive as Suki.
I was gonna say, while this is happening, can I just try to grapple like Suki?
That would be a fight move, basically, to see if you can. I would say that we'll allow that for a fight.
Yeah, let's go. Grapple. And I'll do daring for that.
Okay.
7.
A 7. So I will say that you're able to grapple for a moment. Is there anything you wanted to do in this grapple?
So I do get my, even though it's just a grapple, do I still get my, I mean, the name of the thing is impressive sword play, but it is a 7+ to fight. Does that still count here, I'm guessing?
I'll say yes.
Okay. So I'll just be like, I'm trying to think. I'll do a string on Leona.
On Leona?
No. Yes. Wait.
Wait.
Sorry. Actually, on Jules, because I saw Jules sing and do that sword thing earlier.
Okay.
So, and I'm trying to spread my strings. So to Jules, we can say that I have if she's flying, have her by like the feet or something like that. So then Jules, you get to say something that Raven has impressed or intrigued you.
Is that to be from this fight or like in general?
Be in general.
Okay. Jules is always impressed with how extroverted you are and you make it just so easy. And she like has anxiety just like stepping out of a car. So she's just always in awe of when people can just walk in and take the room by storm and not be affected by any of it.
Okay.
I like that you like that because she's right now looking just like flailing. I got the feet.
Go ahead.
I did want to do something, but I wanted to do it like right before the group hug thing.
Oh,
we
okay.
like just jumped into the group hug. I have constant craving and I need constant reassurance.
Okay.
So I would want to go to Calypso and ask how I did with my performance because I am smitten by them and I need to have their approval because the only other person that could give it to me is my patron who's not here.
I will say also, I will add that you do have a string advance with Calypso since you are at 4 strings for Calypso.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I can do the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say your song gave me strength.
She'll be very happy. Also, that gets me a 3 experience, so I can get that another move.
Woo!
Which is why I wanted to do it. But I can use the thing. I want to use the thing. Hold on.
The string advance?
Yeah. You gain a 4 string on someone. You have a profound insight and learn something about them, and even they don't know. The player tells you what you learned, possibly asking the GM for ideas.
So you learned something about Calypso that maybe they didn't even know about themselves.
And it's up to me if I share that insight with the character or not. But then I clear all my strings with you and gain 2 XP.
So let me think. Calypso definitely has a strong connection to the Fae, I will say. And with that, it almost feels like she belongs here. Like, she is probably the closest...
They.
Huh?
They.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that. So they are the closest to the Fae, in the sense that they may even be.
She will keep that to herself.
Okay, I will reset that. All right. So that is reset.
That is a private talk conversation.
Mhm. All right.
That is a thing Calypso does not know.
That's why it's a private talk conversation.
Right, and I do apologize for that again. All right, so with that, in the middle of the grapple, as you try to grapple Suki, something shifts, and you feel almost as though they just poof from your hands. And you see this black sparkling glitter that just kind of falls. And coming up from nothing in the shadows of the trees, you see Shadow just quickly move and twist and come back towards you all and start to rise. And you see this woman, very much so like Suki, but wearing this low-cut black dress. The hair is now long and flowing in curls, deep black, and the eyes are now purple. As she looks towards you, the patches of lighter toned skin with the dark toned skin makes designs of different things just appear, and she definitely appears ethereal in her appearance. And she just smiles towards you all menacingly and says, "The queen has lost too much strength. And so we shall take this kingdom." And you can hear laughter, maniacal laughter in different areas of the forest. And she goes, "Unless you all think that you can stop me. But I highly doubt that."
Calypso will, for an unexplained reason, draw their scimitar and say, "Well, they have some help now."
And then you see this character now pull their hands up, and a sword begins to appear. A rapier of pure black just appears. They grip it and immediately turn it and go into a stance. And they just kind of smile. "You can certainly try and stop me, but I doubt you'll get very far."
I mean, you did just see the whole thing that we just did. That was pretty kick-ass.
If you're going to spend this time talking, and then immediately they poof, and they appear next to you, Raven, with a sword against your neck. And they're going to inflict a condition.
No!
I've been in this situation many times before.
So they're flirting with you for sure. So they will gain a string. And they will say, "I would refrain from just talking and just show me some action. Unless you want to keep your pretty little neck." And then they're going to poke into it, and you're going to be... you can pick the condition.
I'll show you some action. Let's
I think
get
that's
it.
anger.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's...
So go ahead and mark angry.
Okay.
And who would like to take the spotlight?
A lot of us.
Everyone!
So yeah, Calypso has a thing, but Raven is close enough that you should definitely get to go first.
I was also going to say, we got another raid from Cypher Unlimited Live. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to interrupt any of the super intense moment, but thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Welcome to Thirsty.
We're going into another battle already. You came in for a treat.
Yes.
It's Unseelie versus our Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Let's go.
I will totally take that spotlight if that's okay with everybody else, since I'm right there. Yeah, and we're gonna fight. I'm just gonna try to, with my scimitars, get that blade away from my neck, and if I can, try to trip them up. Okay. Possibly. So let's do. My daring and grace are the same, so it's we'll do it. We'll try to do it gracefully, or act daring because I'm angry.
Okay.
But, oh, 9.
A 9. So that means you get to pick, I believe, 1 or 2. I don't remember now. Hold on. For fight, you get to choose 2, and I get to pick 1.
Oh, okay. So let me see. She'll kind of what she'll do, trying to like stay back and like not get cut by the sword up there. She'll kind of like slide and getting closer and be like, ooh, I like that. And flirt, and also kind of just, maybe this came out of a, like she wasn't prepared for like a flirting back. So inflict condition.
Okay.
And frighten, I guess. If
Frightened?
That's cool. Yeah.
Alrighty. Sounds good. All right. And in response, they will see that and kind of like start to shift, and you see black butterflies just kind of fly to another area. They're going to move to an advantageous position. And they will now be on top of the marble stairs, aiming their sword down and go, well, come at me then.
The marble stairs that lead
Yep.
towards Titania?
Yep.
Could I?
You can try. You can most certainly try. Roll fight with whichever one you think. If you're going to use a lot of force, then it would be daring.
I would love to do that, because instead of daring, I can use spirit.
Go for it.
Hohohoi. Mixed beat.
A mixed beat. So, you get to pick 2 of the fight mechanics. So, you're definitely going to create an opportunity, it sounds like, by pushing her.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else before you push her down?
Was nothing we did or said together real, Suki?
All right,
Just
you're
so she,
inflicting it. Okay.
Yeah. Condition.
Guilty. So, Raven, you picked angry, right? Or did you pick frightened? I forgot.
I had anger for them.
I gave you anger. Yeah.
Yeah, for them
Frightened.
I get frightened. Mhm.
Okay, perfect.
You were our
So-
friend, Suki. And then, fuck.
Okay, and they are going to, as you push them, they're going to turn slowly towards you, their hair just kind of moving with them as they start to fall back, and they have a smile on their face saying, she's still in here, and she's going to inflict insecure on you.
What?
As she then immediately rolls down the stairs and catches herself at the bottom, but she does have to take a moment to get back up, so she's down. So somebody wants to take the spotlight.
I do.
All right.
I do.
Take
Okay.
it, Calypso.
So Calypso is going to take the scimitar over their head, point it at the now on the ground unseelie queen or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and summon witch fire. So
Okay.
the sword lights up with a green sage fire. And I'm going to roll with spirit.
Do it! Get it, Calypso.
Do I still have the +1 or no?
Since she is on her knees at the ground, I will say yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah! 13!
Nice. So tell me what happens.
So green fire erupts from the edge of my scimitar and hits the unseelie in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And it will let's see here. So it's technically a fight.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I get to choose 3
Yep.
and the opponent chooses 1. So I am going to, through violence, inflict a condition. What conditions does she does?
So, she is currently frightened and guilty.
Okay, well, I am now going to make her feel hopeless because my image looks much more powerful than they originally thought.
Okay.
I am going to create an opportunity for Flora.
Okay.
Since Flora is closest. To they're not looking at Flora, they're looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to provoke them and gain a string on them.
Okay. Let me go ahead and make that happen. As you move to provoke them and you make them hopeless, the eyes shift back to how they were prior as Suki looks towards you and says, "I'm sorry," trying to pull at your heartstrings a little bit, and she is also going to give you the condition of insecure.
Fine. I'm not trying to entice anybody now. Fine.
The time for flirting is over.
So I picked my new ability for my level up, and I took Trust in Me from the Naga.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to like walk confidently, which does not happen to her. Like she is just like, she just sees her friends or like her friend is in danger, and she just walks up confidently and looks this woman or Suki dead in the eyes, and I'm trying to entice them.
Okay.
It's like, "You will let our friend go, or you will die here."
Oh. Okay. Go ahead and roll entice.
7.
Seven.
But
Mm-hmm.
I get to, I was saying this one lets me figure out a person. I may ask one question from figure out a person even on a 6-.
Okay.
So I want to know how do I get her out of Suki?
Okay. Looking back at everything that's happened so far, Suki seems to have shifted in personality as soon as the wings came forward. So the wings may be a connection with that. So that will be the case on that one. And is there anything else that happens?
On a 7 to 9 for entice, I gain a string on them unless they decide to get flustered, promise something, or give in to the desire, which I wasn't a desire. I was mostly threatening them unless they like that.
I'm gonna say that they don't, and you're gonna get a string. So I'll move the string for you. And at that point, they throw out their hands and immediately turn into those butterflies again and move away from you. And you see them now pull, as they stand a little bit further away from all of you, they pull their hands out and you see butterflies just starting to come from nowhere. All of these black butterflies that are just starting to swarm around her. And she's just glaring towards all of you and she'll go, "I will take this throne." And she is just going to stand there with now a kind of field around her of these butterflies. Does anybody want to take the spotlight?
I will. So she's standing up there. She's surrounded by butterflies. What were the conditions that she has?
She is currently guilty, frightened, and hopeless.
Guilty, frightened, and hopeless. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna attempt to try to make her angry.
Okay.
So I'm new to the system. So do I have to do that by fighting, or can I try to use my words to make her angry?
That would be through fighting, because you would use your words in the fight.
In the fight. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna run up and take a swing, like try to swing through these like butterflies. And that's my attempt.
All right, go ahead and roll plus daring, because you're gonna need some strength to get through this. All right, you get to pick 2 of the fight choices.
Okay. I'm gonna use I'm gonna do let's see, create number. I'm going to through cutting words, I'm gonna inflict a condition.
Okay.
I'm going to try to see opportunity. I'm gonna create an opportunity. I'm trying to slice through these like butterflies to get them out of the way to create an opportunity for my friends.
Perfect.
But what I say as I do this is, do you really think you have the style or class to take this throne from the Fae?
Okay, so they are definitely angry with that. And in response, as you cut through them, thinking you'll see this angry queen, you'll actually see Suki crying, going, "Why are you doing this to me?" And you'll feel insecure if you're not already. Excuse me while I tug at all of your heartstrings.
Did anyone else want?
I will say, Flora, I did see your thing, by the way. Yes, that will mark on your tragedy track.
Will it up my tragedy track?
Yes, it will.
I must mark a condition then. Increase tragedy and take a condition when I act in a way that could fulfill my tragedy. Frightened. No.
Absolutely, you don't want to hurt them, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Oh, the -2 to entice. Oh, man. Okay.
All right. Does anybody want now? The spotlight is open. There is an opening now.
Could I attempt?
You're in the knots.
So I picked a new move. It's called Cut Right to Your Bones. Experienced soldiers make for experienced lovers. When your soul recognizes it with another, you connect deeply and swiftly. Whenever you entice someone, you may give them a string on you, and you gain a string on them. Declare that you knew each other in the past or incarnation. I know I have a -2 to entice, but I sure would like to try.
You can absolutely try. In fact, I will say add a +1.
Okay.
Because of the opening.
+1 to that. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and reach out to the Suki that we've known. And just be like, Suki, you don't need the throne. You don't need this. You can have a life that isn't here with us.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah. Where's it?
You're gonna break my heart with that kind of talk over there and pulling my heartstrings. Oh no! Well, hold on. Something happened though. Let me look at it really quick.
I think it's correct because there's a
no, it is right. I see it.
Yeah.
2 + 5 was 7, and yeah. So go ahead and mark experience.
Oh boy.
And with that entice, they're going to look towards you, tears in their eyes as they were why would you do this to me? And they'll take your face and go, I'm doing this because I can. And they are going to flirt with you a little bit on that one. So they're going to take a string on you.
How does Defy Disaster work?
Defy Disaster? One
I feel like
second.
this is a disaster.
This is... Yeah, no, I'd agree.
It says when you push your limits to achieve something extraordinary that's not covered by another move.
Yeah.
You say what you're willing to sacrifice and pick your approach.
Yeah, so I will allow somebody to defy disaster if you would like to be the one. You're more than welcome to.
I want to... We've known Suki for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suki
has been part of your group for each individual, road trip that you've been on. So Suki's been with your troop for a long time.
So I want to, words are hard. I actually had gained enough to increase another thing. So I got heart +3 now.
Ooh.
So I want to try to use all of the spots that will hit Suki specifically to draw her out.
Okay.
As much as possible, reminding her of the moments that we've had that I know she enjoyed with each and every one of us.
Okay.
And try to pull her out with my social insight /charm.
Okay, go for that.
Don't fuck me over, dice.
Come on, digital dice.
Yes!
Oh! Oh,
10
gosh.
plus. Do it with style. At the GM's discretion, you may also learn new information, discover a new opportunity, or gain a string on someone. So
I'm going to be upfront with you here. They're at 4 conditions here right now.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
So she walks up with this weird confidence thing, and the person walks, she just turns on her heel, now irritated that she dare walk away from her, and goes up to her and says, I was not done. I wasn't talking to you either. Suki, remember the ice cream parlor. Remember the sleepovers and the forts. Remember the party where we got lost on the highway and we had camp out for 3 weeks until we finally paid for a tow truck. Like, just random stories. And you were there in every single one of them. Without you, there is no us. Suki, we need you to come back. Put the wings away.
As you say that, a memory also comes back to you about Suki. Jules, the reason that you all got this big event at the Capitol, you know why, even though no one else does, and you know this because of how quiet you are and how observant you are. Every day, Suki has been writing letters to the mayor of the Capitol, to the government of the Capitol, asking for you all to be recognized as an amazing troop that you are. Suki believes in this troop more than anybody else. She really is the ultimate fangirl.
And she will finish with that, because Suki probably doesn't realize she knows, and say, we thought we were the reason that we got here, but no, you are the reason that they even noticed us, and that they thought that they should give us a chance. Without you, we would not have been here to have this moment. We need you to be part of the troop.
She looks towards you quietly, and you see the demeanor shift from angry and all of these different emotions to just gentle again. It's Suki again. And then she just quietly whispers, you still want me with you?
Yes.
And then she just kind of cries a little bit and just kind of puts her hands on your hands and just brings them to her face and just holds them for a moment. And she goes, y'all are so amazing, and I don't think I'm anything good, and I just want the world to see how amazing you are.
And they will in a couple of days because of you.
And you see the black wings vanish. And then she just looks towards everybody. And then she kind of blinks out of it a bit and she looks around. What did I do?
I'll explain later. Everything's fine.
Just kind of wipe their eyes a little bit and then they immediately go, where's my hoodie? They start looking around.
I just take my jacket off and give it to her.
Oh.
Unless Flora has it.
No, I mean, Flora is also going to just sort of do another bridal carry, just like quiet.
So Flora will immediately walk up, pick up
Suki.
Suki, and Suki's just like, ah! And you hold her bridal carry. She looks towards you. Did I do anything bad?
It's all gonna be okay.
Calypso is going to bamf up to where Titania is and use magic-y hoodoo, not hoodoo, but magic-y woo-woo stuff to try to bring Titania out of their slumber.
Okay. Go ahead and roll plus spirit with a +2. Well, the unseelie queen is gone.
That's 11.
11! Calypso. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. So with
Calypso's
that,
an awesome spooky witch. What do you want from me?
fantastic. No, it's all praise, 100%. I'm in love with him. Can I just say, I'm in love with him. Can the GM romance? Probably not.
Rolling dice, and obviously you get an auto crit.
Auto-critted!
Hey!
That's so cute. As you move and you actually see this symbol drawn below them, and you immediately can break this symbol, the symbol of the Unseelie Court. Strangely
just
familiar to
wipe
you,
it
even though you
away.
don't understand why. And you see Titania's eyes just slowly open, gently. Their eyes are a beautiful, warm brown. And their skin, you can see, has almost as though they're wearing highlighter glitter on their cheeks. It just glows radiantly as they just kind of start to sit up and they look towards you.
Well,
Hello.
hello there.
What happened?
You just had a very long sleep, and it's time to wake up.
I see. Is everyone all right? She'll put a hand to her face.
Everyone's just fine, my
Oh.
queen.
Good. And she just smiles as she stands up. The dress now flowing behind her in this beautiful golden train behind her. As she starts walking, she looks towards Suki, and her eyes go wide. You've come back! And she puts her hands out and she goes towards Suki. And Suki just looks towards her and goes, Queen Titania. And then her hands just go to her face and just she brings her in for a little kiss and just pulls her out. And she
Flora's still holding
Yeah.
her like.
she just kind of smiles. just a little peck on the head, on the face. Nothing like, oh, I'm gonna make out with you while you're
that'd
being
be
held by
funny.
somebody. That would be that's weird. Nothing awkward, I promise. It's just a little. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Just like the little like good kiss that you give to like say hello kind of thing. And she just like looks. I knew you would come back, but I didn't know when. And Suki just kind of looks down. I'm gonna leave again though. And she looks a bit confused. But why? You just come home. And Suki just kind of looks towards you, Flora, and just kind of smiles. And she goes, I found where I belong. And it's not in the Fae Forest. It's in the mundane world. And she just kind of looks towards you, Flora.
I'm smitten. I'm smitten. I'm smitten. I'm smitten.
She just kind of watches you, seeing that you're obviously like, your heart is pounding in your chest, pink and straightforward pink. And she looks, and she just tilts her head towards you, Flora, but then understands and smells. And she goes, well, as long as this one promises to take care of you, then I don't see why not.
Yeah, of course, Tony. I would never. I mean,
It's been a while since I've seen you last.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Been a hug. Yep. Couple lifetimes.
She just puts a hand behind your head and just kind of gently rubs your hair and then pulls you and kisses your forehead. And then she then does the same to Suki and smiles. Well then, I think I won't be so sad anymore knowing that you're in good care. And Suki just kind of smiles a bit. And she goes, but perhaps we should send you all home. And Oberon goes, oh, already? Oh, disappointing. I was hoping for... I mean, now that everything's all good, I guess we don't need for a performance, but I mean, unless you want to. And he just, like, looks towards you all. It's up to you if you want to perform, or if you want to just at least have a good time. It's up to you all, but I mean, I'm down for a party if you're down for a party.
I'm down for a party.
I mean, we have a few days until we have to be back.
Well, then I think the Fae party is perfect then. I think this would be a marvelous idea to celebrate the return of our queen. And he'll like put his hands up for Titania, and all of the Fae in the area just start to cheer. Go ahead.
Jules would want to pull Spence aside. Or sorry, Calypso aside. The name is on there, so I just saw the first name. Calypso aside and say, I think you belong here more than you realize.
That's a tomorrow problem. Tonight, this is about us, and I pull her in for another kiss.
Oh, so
Does not
spicy.
After seeing that, Raven's gonna be like, man, this has just been emotional roller coaster after emotional roller coaster. Wow, amazing. And just
If Raven is near us, Calypso will turn and kiss her too.
Heck yeah.
freeze frame.
You see Sobchai kind of be like,
Get in line. Get in line.
Leona, you want in? Let's go.
Leona is edging up to Titania.
Oh. Titania just kind of like looks towards you and she just kind of smiles a bit.
Hey.
Hello.
I knew that Unseelie didn't have enough style to manage all this.
She looks towards herself and she looks back up towards you. Is that your effort of getting to the throne yourself? Because you are quite stylish yourself.
Not as much as you. You got drip for days.
Well, then I suppose that I can feel confident in my throne. But I wouldn't mind if you took a seat by my side. Even for a night.
And she like wants to say something smooth, but literally just like mouth gapes.
She just kind of smiles. I don't think you've ever met someone with the match of your candor.
No, I certainly haven't.
Welcome to the Fey Forest. And she smiles as she just kind of kisses your forehead.
I'm not going back.
You have to drag me! I'm living here now? How much do houses cost here? It's free real estate.
Free real estate.
Oh, gosh.
Free real estate.
It's free real estate.
And you all enjoy a bash of Fae filled with love, romance, some good flirting, and some awesome wine and liquors. And it's just the best night ever, to the point where when Pride does happen, just fast forward just a bit, it's not as fun, but it's still pretty good time. And with that, we're going to end the session there.
Wow, we had a real Shrek 2 ending there. Oh my God.
No party can beat a Fae party.
Yeah.
Pride just has to be Fae parties. That's all it has to be. That's the moral of the
But
story.
we were the best at the Pride.
Oh, because you were part of a Fae party? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
slammed it, 100%. You brought everything you learned from the Fae, just brought it.
You found confidence.
Hell
Oberon
yeah.
snuck into it just to watch it again.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't know how to cheer either. So like everybody else was like, yeah. He's just like, bravo.
Yes.
Very good, very
There
good,
was
very good.
probably an
Marvelous.
orgy. It's fine.
We don't say it, but fade to black. That's fine. You might, you leave it to the imagination.
Somebody say orgy.
It wasn't me,
Holy,
but I didn't say no.
holy cow, guys. Thank every single one of you for coming here and being a part of this. Hina, thank you so much for leading us through just an amazing game. And everyone else playing shit. Like, just the fact that I'm just amazed at all the
Y'all are
brilliant
so lovely. I
characters.
appreciate y'all so much. This was so much fun.
Yes.
It's definitely
and-
one of my favorite one shots.
Yes, good job. Everybody claps for everybody. Good job, good job. Thank you to everybody hyping and being thirsty in chat. Oh man.
Ooh,
Had
boy.
some thirsty chat goers. Shit, this has been Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Let's go around the table again and everybody hype yourself up. Tell us what you're doing. Hina, you can start first.
Sure. My name is Hina. I am a dungeon mistress, and I run my own channel, twitch.tv/GMHina, where I play Monster of the Week, D&D in a fully homebrew setting, and I also play in a Ravnica campaign. I will be having my own Pride event next month for the month of July. Every Wednesday, we'll actually be playing a different one-shot for Thirsty Sword Lesbians. So if you want more Thirsty Sword Lesbian goodness, you should come check that out. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's where you'll find information about that. But I'm super happy I got to play with y'all. Y'all are fantastic and precious, and you all were treasures, 100%. Thank you so much for letting me be here.
Thank you so much. Come back and play and GM for us anytime. Oh my gosh. Saying it here. Let's go. Oh, I guess I feel like it changed a little bit. Nikki will go. Or no, it didn't. Nikki, how about you? Go ahead.
First off, I want to say that I'm definitely bringing this character back when I'm in one of those one shots next month. I don't know which one yet, but this character has to come back. But I am Nikki. You can find me at Beholders to No One on Twitter. I do a whole heck of a lot, but you can find me tomorrow back here on Red Market at 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. And then on Friday at 3:30, we have Shadowrun, Autumn of the Fireflies, which Darby is going to play with me too, and we're so excited and terrified, I think. Little mix of both. And that's on Weave the Tale. And then at 9 p.m. tomorrow, I will be on 2000 Tales role playing on YouTube, where season 3 of Monster of the Week's Weird Web is starting. And things are getting super weird. I'm just going to say it. It's been weird. It's called Weird Web. So,
It's the title.
And then Saturday, I will be back on Weave the Tale at 6 p.m. for Necrobiotic. And then, next Wednesday, I will be on the Last Caravan RPG playing Tales from the Loop. So I'm all over the place. Also, if you're looking to hire someone for TTRPG development, writing, or professional GMing, or podcast consulting, I'm taking clients. You should reach out to me for those things.
Oh, hell. I need money. Hell yeah. That's awesome. So many great things. Spence, how about you next?
Well, I am Spence. I have been playing Calypso. My pronouns are they, them, and you can find me pretty much everywhere as Resonant Moon. I am an audio editor, so if you have an audiobook and you would like it to be edited, hi, I do that. That's my day job. I am also on podcasts, my own personal podcast, Resonant Moon Tea Time, and Nostalgia Pilots. You can find all of my links on my link tree, which is linktr.ee/resonant moon. You can find, the podcasts, my TikTok, my Twitch, all that stuff. And yeah. Oh, and Sundays on Weave the Tale, I GM Thirsty Sword Lesbians. We are doing a Neon Revolution, which takes place in the far future. So if you would like more of this awesome romantic shenanigans being extended over several weeks and in the far future, come check us out. And also on Tuesdays, I am now a player for Potatoes game, also on Weave the Tale, the Lost Druid. That's what it is. That's what it is, where I play a big non-binary person with awesome makeup. So check that out. Is that everything? That's probably everything. And if it isn't, I'll post about it. So.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Yay. So good. Marlo, how about you?
Hi, I'm Marlo. I am on Twitter at Marlo Bogwitch. That's Bogwitch with 2 G's. If you want to check me out there, you can see a lot of the things that we're working on. I'm also on Weave the Tale on Tuesdays in the Lost Druid campaign with Spence and with Taylor. It's a lot of fun. I'm playing a little gnome who is just a lot. She's a lot. She's like a little gremlin or something. It's a lot of fun. So that's fun. But also I have two different podcasts I work on. Sins of the Fathers, a 5e campaign, kids looking for our missing fathers. Check us out. It's dramatic. It's scary. These kids are getting traumatized by monsters. It's okay. It's D&D. And then the second game is Tales to Inspire. It is It is in the Worlds in Peril system. We've hacked it up a little bit, but it is a alternate timeline with superheroes. I'm playing a 1940s Hollywood starlet punching Nazis, and she is a little unhinged. She has a lot of problems with men, and she's a product of her era. So check it out, or whatever. Also working on some horror stuff coming down the pipeline. If you follow me on Twitter, you can watch that and see when casting opens up. We'll be opening casting here pretty quick. But that's all the details I can give right now on it till things get a little more official. But yeah, that's it.
Secret plans. I love it.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets tell no one.
Except for us.
Except for us. Please tell us.
Yeah. Tell us now. All right. And Darby, how about you?
Hello, my name is Darby. I've been playing Flora, but you can find me on the internet as at Chaotic Darby on Twitch and Twitter. I'm a TTRPG player, streamer, possum, and all-around menace on the internet. I'm also the community manager over at Weave the Tale, and the technical admin for TTRPG, spelled TEATERPG. yeah, you can find me also on Autumn of the Fireflies with Nikki. It shall be a wonderful time where none of us will be getting
emotional damage.
You can also find me on First Watch. It is a D&D 5th edition campaign. Welcome to Floros, where I play Peony. She exists and she does things. She thinks she's an artificer. She is really mostly a ranger. She's just not very bright, just the bare minimum needed to multi-class. And you can also find me on Girls Run These Worlds. Usually on Wednesdays, you can find me at 5 p.m. PST on Girls Run These Worlds Twitch channel, playing in their Roll for Luck D&D 5th edition campaign. Besides that, you should keep an eye on my Twitter and follow me there so you can see all the other stuff I'm up to, because yeah, I just kind of like jump into stuff. I got 7 campaigns and not a lot of sleep time, so
Props to you. Keep it going. Oh my gosh. Everyone, links are in the chat. Follow all of these amazing people, and you can trust me because I run social media here at HSC. And it's my job. So I see their social media all the time and what all they do, and they're fantastic. So go do that. I'm Blair, by the way. _ Canadian Moose if you want to follow and see what I'm doing. I am here most of the time. What do we have going? There was this. Tomorrow is Red Markets. It's spooky. There's zombies. There's economic resource management happening. Nikki's on that game right now. It's fabulous. It's very good. Friday, we have Midway Madness, which is also kind of spooky. It is a D&D 5e spooky carnival type campaign set up by Hit Point Press. And actually, Taylor, correct me if I'm wrong. Taylor runs that, but I'm pretty sure this is the last episode for a hot bit. I think we're taking a hiatus. Voice from nowhere has confirmed. Oh, okay. So I just look
so
like
we're all
an
just
idiot.
freaking out for nothing. A ghost just reached out to us. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yes,
we'll come back the week after Gen Con.
Okay, so the week after Gen Con, we'll come back. But yeah, catch us for that last episode there. Then next week, we have Rich Randomness on Tuesday. If you haven't seen that, it's a wild time. We have Rich, who is one of our main dudes here, just basically takes somebody in, asks a bunch of questions, plays a bunch of games. It's wholesome. It's wonderful. It's a great stream for a Tuesday. And so join in for that. And then next Wednesday, I run a one shot. I don't normally do this. So it's going to be kind of like a spoofy bachelorette type thing. So come see about that. Also, if anybody's going to Gen Con and needs like tips, I didn't say this at the beginning, but yes, if you want to know more about Gen Con, check out all of our socials. Every Wednesday we post Gen Con tips and tricks because David and Rich are experts and they have the HSC podcast that talks all about it. There's so many things, you guys. Everybody's so busy. But yeah, this has been fabulous. Thank you so much.
If I can add, because I forgot to say one thing, and this is just to give credit where credit is due. The music all was either by Kevin MacLeod or Incompetech, and partially by Stream Beats. So it was important for that. I wanted to make sure I gave credit where credit was due. The awesome like EDM music and the battle music, that was Stream Beats.
So good. I was just vibing the whole time, and I was, especially the battle scenes, I was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Nina is good at picking music for the games.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I my friends always like especially when I'm bad at picking songs, because you can tell, because I'll go, wait, no, wait, and then everybody just laughs at me and says, DJ Heena's working right now. And I'm like, stop making fun of me. I'm trying my best. But I love making playlists for like these awesome. And I mean, the players just building into the vibe 100% makes it all the difference, because y'all were fantastic. I just got to say it one more time.
Yay! Oh, so much love and appreciation here. With that, we are going to give some love and appreciation to Cave Geek Art. That's who we're going to raid. Thank you to all our raiders, by the way. I think we had 3 raids and all the follows that happened. Holy shit balls. That's awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you. This has been great. Taylor, take us out of here. And we're going to sit here awkwardly and just wave. Bye-bye. We love